Jonathan Taylor for MVP?
He's looking quite good this season. It's either going to be Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Rodgers, or Tom Brady. But we got another 3 weeks to find out before our MVP is determined. Glad to have you with us on this NFL Saturday night special between the 9-3 New England Patriots going up against 9-4. What was the fourth loss? Oh, never mind. 9-4 Patriots. Going up against the 76 Colts. Yeah, they lost the Cowboys, Saints, and it's all coming back to me now.
It's all
Dolphins and Buccaneers. They are 9-4. But they are the number 2 seed in the AFC. Will leapfrog into the first seed with the win tonight. Unfortunately, they are bumped down to 2, thanks to the Chiefs beating the Chargers on Thursday. Well, this has been an interesting stretch for Mac Jones. Throws 3 passes against the Bills and has a bye week. How do you think he comes out guns a-blazing tonight?
I don't think they will come out guns a-blazing. Sorry about that. The Colts defense is good. They are very good at getting takeaways and interceptions. I feel like even without Damien Harris, the Patriots are going to lean back on the run game as they have all season and let the play action game work from there. Mac Jones, I don't think, will throw 40 times in this game, which is still a lot, but I don't think he's throwing for 40. Maybe 35 is the most.
Yeah. As Jake Bailey will kick it off, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium, and Rocky Sin will take it out to the 27, where we will get to see Carson Wentz, and I guess a little bit of a revival of a career. He's 8-1-1 in his career against rookie QBs.
He's playing very efficient. I think outside of Mac Jones, the most efficient football of any quarterback this year.
Carson Wentz?
Yes.
That is very interesting. We take a look at their offensive line, which is pretty good. Left guard Quentin Nelson. Despite being injured to begin the season, he's doing pretty good. Jonathan Taylor for MVP, like we were talking about. I think he's in my top 3. Michael Pittman Jr. finally breaking out after only catching 1 touchdown last year. T.Y. Hilton ready to go as well. He's been off and on with injuries. Ryan Kelly is active, the starting center, with a knee injury and an illness. And again, Damien Harris on the COVID list for New England. Only major injuries there. Once goes play action on 1st and 10, dumps it over to the right, and Pittman is brought down by Devin McCourty.
And that play action bootleg has been a big part of this Colts offense. Their defenses that they've gone against have always been selling out on the run, and the Colts use that to their advantage on this play, getting the Patriots over pursuing and getting the tight end, I believe that was tight end, right? Yep. Outside on away from the play side.
Patriots defense ranked 3rd. Matthew Judon, what free agent acquisition he's been. 12.5 sacks, 4th in the league right now.
When Bill Belichick says that you were a problem, you know he was a good player. Mm-hmm. And he's showing it this year as well.
Inside handoff, Jonathan. Oh, no, Wentz keeps himself, and it bounces off the hands of Pittman. And it's 3rd and 4 coming up. Kyle Duggar on the coverage, and we got a late flag. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they basically did exactly what they did the previous play, but with shorter routes, and that was a little high on Pittman. Wentz could have thrown that ball a little better.
Thrown the ball a little better. I mean, Carl Sheffer's a referee, but I mean, you want to talk about that play action.
That play action
Taylor really sold it.
Ineligible man downfield. That would cost them 5, declined for 3rd down. All right.
So Patriots opt for the 3rd and 4 instead of the 2nd and 9. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably decline this penalty as well.
Yeah, you want to take the down because this Colts offense can get 5-6 yards off of the run anyways.
So 3rd and 4 coming up. Opening drive. The game once begins the day, or night rather. 1 for 2 for 7 yards. And there's Frank Reich, former backup quarterback in this league, and now in his 3rd season as Colts head coach.
Yeah, and he's done good so far. Pardon for interrupting, but.
And once overthrows Pittman. So 3 targets goes to Pittman. He only catches 1 of them, and we got 3 and out.
But, 3 straight passes for the Colts, which is weird.
Very weird.
The Patriots have the 3rd best passing defense, as you probably saw when they showed the statistics. But what that doesn't show, because the Patriots this year have been playing very much so a bend but don't break. So they're giving up a lot of yards, but I think they're only 2nd in the league with takeaways, with interceptions, mind you, behind only the Dallas Cowboys with their insane amount of turnovers last week. I'm surprised the Colts didn't lean back on Jonathan Taylor more in this first possession. We'll see how that changes moving forward.
As Rigoberto Sanchez punt is caught by Olszewski in a spin move, and Gunner fumbles, but the ball falls out of bounds at the 22. So no harm, no foul there for New England. Oh my!
He should have fair caught that, and
Absolutely.
Bill Belichick will definitely talk to him about that as he returns to the sideline.
Olszewski, I feel like he's been a better kickoff specialist than punt-off specialist, and I almost punched out by Odom, the free safety. But again, ball falling out of bounds, so very lucky there as Olszewski. And I want you to finish up your comment on Frank Reich. I mean, I thought he's done an amazing job, especially dealing with the whole Andrew Luck retired and really building a strong young defense.
Yeah, it showed his record as 36-28, which for math is an average of 9-7, which is pretty good, all things considered, especially with the circumstances that Grant here mentioned.
Stevenson gets 3 Patriots drive now.
Yeah, they've kept this. They've kept their roster strong and balanced. They don't have like a Patrick Mahomes or a Tyreek Hill, but they just play sound defense and run the ball and play action off that, which is what this Patriots team does. These two teams are set up very, very similar. It's just Patriots, in my opinion, have a vastly superior coaching staff and development.
We got 2nd down 6, a little dump off to Stevenson, so he gets both touches to begin, and it'll be 3rd and 2 coming up. Pushed out of bounds by Darius Slammer. Take a look at the Patriots offense, ranked 18th overall. Solid offensive line. David Andrews being healthy the whole year has definitely helped with that. Kendrick Bourne really emerging as the wide receiver 1, with Myers as the 2 and Aguilar as the 3. Hunter Henry, the starting tight end over Jonnu Smith, I would say. Although Smith, technically had more receptions against Buffalo, 1-0.
Yeah. Kendrick Bourne is definitely a very great receiver. But I don't believe he's what we call a number 1 receiver.
No, but I think on this team he is. As Jones fires to the 40 and is Jacoby Myers for a first.
Even on this team, I feel like Nelson Aguilar is still that guy that you want to look for down the field. Yeah. And that's what they brought him in for, to give them that little bit of depth, because Kendrick Bourne is very much a route runner, which Bill Belichick loved, on that throwing lane created from the pocket.
Look at Jones stepping up there in the pocket, able to fire.
Nice job with the offensive line, cutting the Red Sea for him so he can get a clear lane to rifle that into Jacoby Myers.
Now an injured Colt, and it is Darius Leonard. Ooh, this could play a huge effect later on as he is getting help off the field, and we'll head to our first commercial break. So I imagine EJ Speed would be his replacement, or Malik Jefferson.
Yeah, that's a big blow. Darius Leonard is a great leader for that Colts defense, basically the quarterback of that unit, and he brings a lot on a pass rush and coverage against the run, and that's going to be a big blow if he misses significant time tonight. Patriots might run the ball down the Colts even more than they were planning.
So I guess Connor and I can give our predictions for this week. We like to compare our predictions. Stuff Connor's what, a 9-game lead?
11, I believe.
11.
I'll double check while you give your thoughts.
So he picked the Chiefs. I picked the Chargers. So fantastic start.
We both wanted the Chargers to win. I'm guessing you wanted. Yes. All right. So yes, I do. I currently hold a 12-game lead.
12-game lead. Oh, I gotta catch up. We'll see how much catching up I'm doing this week. Patriots over the Colts, we both predicted that one. But I'm not sure what his Sunday predictions are. For Titans and Steelers, I'm picking Pittsburgh tomorrow, although it is likely Tennessee could come out with the win. Pittsburgh's just very good against the run, and without Derrick Henry, I feel they're going to lack on that front. So
Tennessee does have Julio Jones and A.J. Brown.
That is
correct?
True.
So I'm going to go with the Titans because the Steelers against the pass has been suspect. And the Titans' offensive line has shown that they can run very well against teams with good defenses. Patriots shown they busted out a couple of long ones, but even without that, they still ran the ball dominantly. And I just don't think the Steelers' offense can really do anything at this point. Najee Harris, great. That pick seems to be working out. I don't know how much help one offensive lineman would do, but so maybe that pick will turn out well. Who knows?
All right, next up we got the Bills and the Panthers. I think we both got Buffalo winning this one. Sam Darnold returning from IR, so there's a good chance we get Sam Darnold back tomorrow.
Yes, Cam Newton
is
probably
benched
won't-
twice, and I think he's done playing in the NFL. And one last prediction before we get back to the game. Dolphins and Jets, Miami on a somehow, some way, a 5-game winning streak. And guess what? They're going to 6 because they're beating the Jets tomorrow at home.
Sorry, Jets fans, but that's basically a bye week.
And Jones is going to run on 1st and 10, and Jones gets 12, outrunning DeForest Buckner out of bounds. How about that?
That was a nice job. And before he escaped the pocket, they'll show this on the replay, the ball was swatted at early, and Mac Jones did a nice job holding on to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he had a free rush, got a hand on the ball, and Mac Jones, nice job escaping, seeing that there was nobody downfield, and just took what the defense gave him.
Bobby Okurye almost got the strip there, as is now 1st and 10 at the 48 of Indianapolis.
They put John Smith in motion.
A little end around to Kendrick Bourne, and Bourne will get a yard. That's just good wrap up.
That won't work against this Colts front. They are very good at pursuing the ball behind the line of scrimmage and rallying to that ball carrier for minimal gain at the past the line of scrimmage on those types of plays. Their defense has been solid all around. They've had their moments of just stellar activity, and then they've kind of dipped off early in the year, and now they're riding a really hot stretch. Defense has played well.
Yeah, ranked 13th according to the league, and Jones will dump it over to Smith here. He stays on his balance. Flag flies, but that's a 1st down and a gain of 13. But let's check the marker.
I thought that flag was going to be for the illegal block in the back that had at the line of scrimmage, but based on the flag placement, this may be something else. It is ineligible man downfield
for the Patriots, and they will make it 2nd down and 14 as they decline, as you'd expect. We won't want to accept a 1st down. And
you mean they'd accept instead of declining?
First down. Right. I want to talk about this Colts defense. They shut down the Bills. They played very tight games against teams like Tennessee. This team can do some damage. Do have a shutout on the year. Granted, it was against the Texans, but a shutout is still a shutout.
You know what other defense shut down the Bills?
Patriots.
That's
right. You got the battle of the
delay of game.
Stopping Josh Allen. And there is a flag, but I believe this will be delay of game. And
did they call timeout beforehand?
Doesn't look like it. I don't know how you'd have a delay game after a flag. Yeah, it's 2nd down and 19. They didn't burn the timeout. Jones I think will get better with that over time. Gotta learn, but you gotta call the timeout there.
Maybe he thought he had more time.
Maybe. 2nd down 19 now. Here goes the pitch to Stevenson, who takes it to the left, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 4. 3rd down and 15 coming up. And you can sense that this Indianapolis crowd is in it as Isaac Rockel gets the tackle.
Yeah, that toss play we saw a lot against the Bills.
That's right. That's how Harris broke out for a 64-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and then they tried some other stuff and then went right back to that. And they also had another counter that ran to the weak side. So basically the Bills had to pick where to put their linebackers. And with that, the Patriots could just pick a play depending on the Bills' front. And without dropping down that safety until it was too late, the Patriots were just able to run for that obscene amount of yards.
3rd and 15, and DeForest Buckner's and Jones facing down he goes. 4th and 1,000,000, and we'll see a Jake Bailey punt. And Colts really brought the pressure on there. Jones tried to circle out of the sack, but he was going down.
They didn't really bring a blitz. That was just a 4-man rush, and he just beat Wynn.
Isaiah Wynn not doing a good job against the former first-round pick from San Francisco right there. Wynn's had an on and off season. I thought he was one of the worst linemen in the league the first half year. And then the past few weeks, he's really done well contributing to the run game, but obviously right there, not good. And that one was nearly bobbled by Nakeem Hines, so a fair catch around the 27.
Looking for a flag, but won't get it. The Patriots gunner was pushed into him, so there will be no flag on that.
That's right, and we will get to see, hopefully, Jonathan Taylor leads the league with 16 touchdowns when we come back.
16 rushing touchdowns. He has 18 scrimmage touchdowns.
No, that's right, 16 rushing.
which is still league leading.
Yes.
Mac Jones should not have taken that sack.
No, he shouldn't have. He should have thrown it away.
Yeah.
Jones is a person he's a player, at least early on, I've noticed that loves to hold on to the ball and ends the game with, well, maybe not hold on to the ball, but I noticed at least more recently he's been taking more sacks over the past few weeks.
Yeah, and that is due to a part of them not relying on the run game as much anymore because now Mac Jones is more comfortable in being able to throw the ball. However, how do I word this? On that play, he thought he could have gotten the edge on Buckner, but Buckner had a great pursuit on the boot out of the pocket. So Mac Jones really had nowhere to go. But yeah, he should have taken that sack and not turned his back to the defense.
Appreciate everyone stopping by. My man, Too Evil, Two Hoops, saying, let's go Vikings. Well, let's see what happens tomorrow if they win. And basically, if Washington loses on Tuesday, well, they might be in the playoff spot. They are facing the Bears on Monday night. That's right, which I do think they'll beat the Bears.
They could, but
probably.
Which Vikings will show up? The talented ones that could be at like Cowboys level good, or the team that lost to the Lions?
I mean, I am putting it simple as this. I truly feel Mike Zimmer is the issue for the Vikings.
Oh,
it's to that time. You had that offense with Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and Irv Smith Jr. when healthy. That is a lethal top five. That is absolutely lethal. Not to mention the defense is still pretty good. Young secondary, but talented. You added Patrick Peterson. Anthony Barr and Eric Kendricks are still good outside linebackers. What's the issue? It's the coaching. That's what boils down to.
Yeah, inconsistency can be blamed on the coach and the play calling because, well, Dalvin Cook was also injured for a good stretch of time, but even without that, they still showed flashes of brilliance.
Patriots, by the way, Belichick is 18-2 versus a player with 1,000 yards entering into a game. I'm very curious to see the last time he lost. Taylor coming in with over 1,300 yards on the season. On the day, that would be insane.
That would be insane.
You'd be breaking records. All right, first to 10 ball placed at the 22, and they got Taylor in there, but once through 3 straight passes to Pittman last time, so we'll see what happens here. A little end around, and to the 30, to the 40, and there's McCourty shoving him out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A little end around. That went for quite a bit. That is Ashton Doolin on the rush.
You saw that Jalen Mills kind of backed off once that happened. He should have attacked the blocker, maybe forced the carrier to take a different move. Jalen Mills backing up is not the right play there. You should attack the blocker. He just couldn't get the right pursuit angle afterwards.
So ball placed at the 41. Taylor staying back at the 49. They're going to put Doolin in motion. Handoff goes to Taylor. Taylor's going to bust to the right and get first down and a gain of 11 to the 30.
And this is what I thought the Colts would have started the game doing. Getting a little late, but better late than never.
Now, New England's such a good run-stopping team, but, middle of the road, I would say, run-stopping team. But
they'll let you run the ball on them, but they won't let you get in the end zone on the ground. They've allowed only 5 rushing touchdowns, I believe, 5 or 6. Which is insane.
How many of those were to Alvin Kamara in week 3? I feel like Kamara scored a lot in that game. So that really goes to show how truly good this Patriots run, at least red zone run defense is.
Oh, yes.
I don't know about entirely. Yeah, red zone defense is probably.
Their red zone defense in general is phenomenal. Averaging
in general.
Letting up a touchdown on just over 45% of drives that go into the red zone, which is phenomenal. And they haven't even let up a lot of touchdowns. I think only 22, I want to say, on the year, 21 or 22, which through 13 games is amazing. And it's part of why they average 15.4 points per game allowed.
Second down, 6. Taylor We got another carry, and look at this. Carrying him with him. Needed 6, got 7. Another first for the Colts.
You can't arm tackle him. He's just too strong, despite his size. He can just drag bodies with him if they don't get their full weight on them.
So how about this? 3 throws to begin. Now they go to the run with 3 straight runs and paying off. You're at the 20.
Yeah, and that definitely was helped by their first play on this second drive, that giant end around.
So ball placed at the 20. It was Sunday. I'd say you can call Scott Hansen, but the only game on right now. Here's Taylor lowering the shoulder to the 16.
Mm-hmm. And the Colts have done what I thought they would do again. Condense their formations, stay close, stay tight, and just run it vertically, north to south. And the Patriots have been susceptible to that despite their big and strong front seven. They just are committed to not letting you get big plays that allow you to drive down the field and kick a field goal. That's been the story of their season so far.
All placed just inside the 15, and Taylor get another carry to gain a 4. And you want to know who I think has been a huge contributor to this Colts offense? So Anthony Costello retires during the offseason, the veteran left tackle. They bring in Eric Fisher on a 1-year cheap deal. You know, obviously Chiefs missed him dearly in the Super Bowl last year. Comes into Indianapolis and is kind of playing like how he did in Kansas City, just a solid run-stopping lineman. Or kind of
blocking lineman.
Blocking lineman. I think that's been a pretty good acquisition.
Yes, most definitely. Colts second in the league with rushing touchdowns, as that graphic showed, behind only the Cardinals, who have Kyler Murray and James Conner.
Got way too many touchdowns this year. It is incredible how many he's got. And there's Taylor on 3rd and 1 up the middle for 3.
And James Conner's doing stuff with his hands, too, in the receiving game.
He's done well. James Conner, I'm not saying Najee Harris, is going to be worse than him or anything like that, but, it looks like it was the right call. It looks like both teams right now are winning the side. The Cardinals signed James Conner free agency. He's done a nice job replacing Kenyon Drake, who they got rid of last year, and then obviously Najee Harris fills in the hole.
I don't think he really replaced Kenyon Drake.
Well, no, you'd rather just...
Because he brings something completely different. He adds that little power that they need. Oh, and there's
Hines.
As a pass play.
Hakeem Hines is going to score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Took it to the left and ran in. That was a little trickery. I think it was a direct snap to Taylor, flipped it to Wentz, who flipped it back to Hines.
Yep, and that will go into the books as a passing touchdown.
Because Wentz did pass it forward instead of backwards. So that will be a throwing touchdown for Wentz. Yeah, it was inside handoff to Wentz from Taylor, who then pitched it to Hines.
And then he got a nice block on J.C. Jackson.
Very good block by Taylor out in front.
And the Colts using a little bit of a Patriots play calling in this game.
And here's the extra point. Barely sneaks through. The Money Badger. Remember when he was on the Chargers? Yeah, Roberto Blankenship's out for the rest of the year with a knee injury. So they got him making extra points now. 7-0 Colts. Patriots getting their 3rd drive when we come back. Oh, I like this question. The NFL is to expand to 40 teams. Who should get a franchise? I think it's Toronto, Vancouver, Oklahoma, London, Mexico, Birmingham, St. Louis, and Raleigh.
London's going to get a team already.
London's going to get a team when my poor Jaguars get relocated over there. I do think Toronto and Vancouver would be a good market. Well, at least Toronto. I don't know Vancouver, but at least Toronto I think would be a good market. If you want to expand the NFL, I think you got to expand the NFL to Toronto before London and definitely before Mexico City to, make easier divisions and stuff. And that's the issue with moving to London. If you move to Canada, whatever, hockey and basketball do it, and even baseball with the Blue Jays, they do a nice job having, fitting the Canadian team's divisions. In the NFL, what how much jet lag that is traveling to London and back? I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. And I feel like it's going to mess up the schedules. It's going to definitely mess up the divisions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. I don't like the fact of a team going that far out. If you want to expand to Canada, maybe New Mexico, maybe like South America.
You mean Mexico, not New Mexico?
Yeah, well, Mexico. Yeah. You get what I mean.
I do believe that Oklahoma and St. Louis should get franchises.
Well, definitely St. Louis got to get their team back.
Yeah.
Same thing with San Diego.
And then bring the Raiders back to Oakland.
Yeah. Las Vegas don't really need a team, especially since you got 2 LA teams.
Yeah.
Makes it completely pointless. All they had to do was just have the Raiders not use the athletics facility, and they literally would have stayed there. But no, Al Davis had to blow $100 million on a former coach who shall not be named.
Chucky?
Yeah. Super Bowl 37 champion Chucky.
Right.
The first Buccaneers Super Bowl.
Where he basically had
Where he basically had Tony Dungy do everything for him, and he literally played his former team in the Super Bowl.
And they didn't change.
It was literally the most undeserving coach to win a Super Bowl ever. Literally.
He literally just copy-pasted. He knew exactly what the Raiders were going to do because they didn't change anything from when he was coaching there.
Birmingham, I like that. I actually just watched a video recently about how the Vikings almost moved to Alabama twice. Go subscribe to Jaguar Gator 9. And I'm not just saying that because he's a Jaguar fan. He makes fantastic NFL documentaries on his channel. And so I like that idea. Why not get more of the college scene involved? I like that a lot, getting more college teams, a professional team. Here's Ochensky who gets laid out at the 20 by Doolin, and that's where the Patriots will start. What do you think of NFL expanding to more college-based, I guess, states?
Like Alabama and Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they did it with Georgia, with the Falcons. And I think that's a really good idea because while college football still is like, I think people are more invested into college football than they are in the NFL. I do believe that expanding the NFL into those markets will help a lot. And then, I don't know, like you won't have to construct brand new stadiums for any colleges that want to move to like a bigger like program. And Oklahoma would be good. Yeah. Birmingham or somewhere in Alabama. I think Salt Lake,
yeah.
In Utah, because basically the middle of the country has not a lot of
I mean, you got like Chicago. I guess
that's north, but I'm talking about like north. Midwest.
Oh yeah,
where
true.
We just got
Texas
Denver
and Denver. Well,
Texas in the south. We just got Denver.
Basically, yeah. Jones will throw, caught on the 2nd and 12 by Bourne, and Bourne will make it 3rd and 3. Utah.
They had an AAF team.
Oh, that's right.
The
Stallions.
I almost said
San
Orlando.
Antonio.
Yeah.
Hey, that was my favorite team, the Commanders, with Logan Woodside. Breaks my heart he plays on the Titans now, but he was a great AAF quarterback.
I liked the Apollos before I even knew how good they were. I just saw their uniforms and I was like, I can get down with this. And then I saw how their offense played and I was like, that's like a legit offense. They're not just running the ball and passing terribly. Like
Luis
Perez
and
the Birmingham Iron. Yeah. Oh my God.
He was the man. 3rd and 3. Jones will throw short and getting forced. Jacoby Myers brought down by Kenny Moore.
He will not give you touchdowns, but he will give you first downs.
Jacoby Myers. 1 career touchdown is thrown by Brian Hoyer. Here's a trivia question for you. Who threw Jacoby Myers' first touchdown? Yeah, Tom Brady, Mac Jones, or Brian Hoyer?
Jared Stidham.
Ding, ding, or Jared Stidham, or Cam Newton. There's your 5. Go pick. It's Brian Hoyer. Yeah, I know he's the one you would least expect out of all of them, but guess what? It happened.
I would have said Cam Newton because he didn't really get passing touchdowns last year.
Oh.
He had 8?
Yeah, something like that.
Hello, Jonathan.
He also
Jansen.
caught one. And Jacoby Myers threw one.
Jacoby Myers is more passing touchdowns than receiving touchdowns.
That's so true. 2-1.
And what do the teams desperate for quarterbacks do next season? Dolphins aren't desperate. Packers may, but if Aaron Rodgers truly leaves, which he very well could. 49ers, they're not.
No.
They have Trey Lance. And
They're ready to
Jimmy
go.
Garoppolo's good.
49ers, Packers, they're ready to go. Dolphins, I mean, maybe. Stevenson's hit hard, making a third down about 8. Andrew Sendejo, Super Bowl champion with the Eagles.
Yeah, like the
52.
Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa
yeah.
has finally gotten into rhythm. His problem was he held the ball too much.
Steelers and Texans, yes. Dolphins, Packers, and 49ers, no. Maybe Packers, but you gotta give Jordan Love some time. Same thing with the 49ers. Like, maybe you gotta give Trey Lance some time. Tua figured it out. Steelers are going to do something stupid and start Mason Rudolph for no reason. We already know that's going to happen. And then, third and 9 here for the Patriots.
And too evil to hope. I saw that you said that we need more college coaches in.
Dropped by Myers down the side, and that's going to be a punt. First incompletion for Jones, by the way.
Name all the successful college football coaches who went up to the NFL.
Hey, look at the one who just got fired 2 days ago. Yeah, exactly. I think college coaches, they're going to – you have a lot of coordinators who could be coaches right now. Like Byron Leftwich is definitely one.
Steve Spagnuolo.
As much as I hate to say it, Todd Bowles. Really, if you give granted, he was coaching the Jets. I think if you give Todd Bowles a decent enough team, he might be good.
Denver?
Sneak a team like Denver, exactly. Punt! Bailey's punt is blocked, and into the end zone it goes for a touchdown. Blocked punt, and that is going to be EJ Speed on the fumble recovery in the end zone.
Speed kills.
Speed does kill. Wow.
Hey, Patriots, you get the ball back.
That's right, but now you get a 2-possession score, and my gosh, is the Colts sideline amped up after that one.
Patriots special teams has been strong all year, though, so this is out of character for them.
This is the first ever punt Bailey was blocked?
I think so.
Maybe second. Wow. Jake Bailey. Pro Bowl punter in the AFC last year.
That's not really his fault. That's the punt coverage.
Now here's Badgley nailing the extra point. Woo! That took a turn for the worse for the Patriots.
Urban was fun to watch. He was very entertaining. He was not good, though.
Very entertaining. 2-11. Verbally and physically abused Josh Lambo. Yeah. Round of applause.
They're not all going to be Cliff Kingsbury's. And even then, I feel like he's more so dragged by talent.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
I guess if he leads them to a Super Bowl, like Doug Peterson, I think he's going to get a job after this year, whether he deserves it or not, because of the Super Bowl. It is what it is. Doug Peterson's not a good coach. Like as much as you call me crazy, I would rather give Todd Bowles a second shot than Doug Peterson, and that's just because Peterson was a former quarterback, but like Bowles is exactly. It's like Todd Bowles, not only was he a former safety, but he is just a defensive guru.
Let's look at all the great coaches for in the league. We have Mike Tomlin is a very good coach. We have Bill Belichick, obviously. Matt
LaFleur? I think LaFleur's fine, honestly.
LaFleur's pretty good too, yeah. And who else is a really good coach? Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
Yeah,
John Harbaugh.
He's a very. His teams aren't the cleanest. Like I know. Like I'm a Patriots fan talking about the Ravens, but their teams are very rough and like they're
very easy to figure out. Like once you, I don't know.
I wouldn't say that they're easy to figure out. I'm talking that they're undisciplined is like a word that it's not the right word, but they get a little messy. I think they're not
they're just not like consistently consistent. They're just like, and they get a little dirty. They play down to their competition just a smidge. I mean, they did lose to the Dolphins when they were atrocious.
Thing is, the Dolphins figured it out. They just were like, hey, let's blitz Lamar Jackson, and he can't do anything about it. And it works. But yeah, those coaches, I don't think any of them played a snap of football.
Bill Cowher was a player for 2 seasons, and then he went directly into coaching.
All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, that was a missed block by number 47, the fullback.
Oh, no, Jacob Johnson. It blocked that, and then obviously the block punt for a touchdown. Not Bailey's fault in the slightest.
Nope. Jacob Johnson has been good, though. Maybe it's Jacob. I've heard the JB pronounced.
It's CJ Speed. Second block punt return for a touchdown this season.
First one I think was against the Titans, I think.
Yeah, first one was against the Titans. And then I know the Steelers blocked a punt for a touchdown in week 1.
Maybe that was him. Maybe that one was him. Who knows? Well, Mac Jones has found himself in a hole.
This shows how good of a rookie quarterback he is, I feel. You're in the road in a hostile environment, down 14-0 early. You got plenty of time to come back.
Oh, yeah, you have the entire game.
You have 3 whole quarters to come back here. So there's no need to panic, but you got to score at least a field goal if you want to keep 2 possessions.
Yeah, where we seen this before, the Colts and the Patriots in a very close game, if the Colts jump out to an early lead and the Patriots have to come back.
This
is the early thousands all over again.
And Jonnu Smith will pick up a yard. Very interesting thing you mentioned as we had to commercial break. That's the end of the first quarter. Colts up 14-0. Tom Brady's first win came against the Colts in 2001. Peyton Manning's first championship game win came against the Pats in 2006.
Yeah, these teams have a lot of history.
The Flakegate and the 2014 AFC Championship.
Which didn't really matter in the outcome. They just got their front 7 gashed by Blunt.
That's right. And then you also have Reggie Wayne retiring as a Patriot somehow for some reason. He tried to sneak on the team in 2015. Yeah. The last time these 2 teams played in a primetime game, Tom Brady threw he set some record. He threw, I believe it was his 500. Yeah, I think that was his 500th career touchdown. And they're seeing him throw his 600th earlier this year with Tampa Bay.
700th.
Or 700th. Oh, so then it
was the 72nd touchdown against the Bills, which is now a 3-way tie for most touchdowns thrown by a quarterback against an opposing team.
Well, I was saying when he said his record against the Bears. That's what I was talking about. Because he kind of like that touchdown.
Yeah.
There. Mike Evans gave it to the fan in the crowd. But yeah. That was also incredible. Now tied most all time for touchdowns against the team.
Oh, yeah. That one was when Brady passed Breeze, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was 50,000 ago. I don't know.
Brady owns so many. Brady and Breeze own every single quarterback record ever.
Yeah, and Brady's going to have him by the end of the year. He's going to steal everything from Breeze. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the 72 touchdowns. So Brady versus the Bills. Then we have Brady versus the Dolphins and Dan Marino versus the Jets. All 72 touchdown passes.
I'll tell you one thing. If you gave 15 more years, Blake Bortles on the Titans. 15 more years. That's why I said that. Oh, my longtime subscribers in Connor would like to.
They went out and kept him for 15 years.
No
matter how good he was, the Jaguars front office is not good with this type of thing.
No, they're not.
I'm sorry to say your team is bad at all facets.
No, they are.
Except that 1 year. And then the 90s and early thousands. But
yeah. But 2017 is literally. If you take a look at Jaguar teams from 2007 to present day, 2017. Only good one. Only good one. Okay. 2010 was okay. But they drafted Blaine Gabbert the year after, so that just killed any process that was made that year.
Yep.
All right, we'll begin the second. Patriots got at the 29. Jones will step back, and he'll fire to the right, and Aguilar gets his first catch. So Jones is 5 for 6, over 30 yards, and it'll be third down and about 3 here.
And we see Darius Leonard back in the game. So big sigh of relief for the Colts. I don't know if we saw that earlier, but having Darius Leonard back definitely will help for their defense in stopping the run and these tight ends that can definitely make some plays, especially Hunter Henry, who I believe is the leading receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I would imagine. It's either Henry or Bourne. Here's a 3rd down and 2. Jones only 27 on the day. Here's a pitch to Brandon Bolden. Ooh, I wouldn't have called that. Darius Leonard with the tackle, and we're going to get another punt here from Bailey. I would have done play action.
Patriots offense is not playing too hot this year. If you'll excuse me, I am trying to use a great side Pro Football Reference to see
picks right now. Who's the Super Bowl picks right now? I want to say the Cardinals, but they just lose to every team that they kind of need to beat to be proven as like legit. So I don't know. I don't know who I got for this year right now.
Never mind. Kendrick Bourne is the leading receiver for the Patriots.
Yeah, I thought so. Here's another punt from Bailey. This one goes much smoother, thankfully.
Hunter Henry is the leading touchdown receiver for the
There we go.
7.
The punt will fall out of bounds with 33.
Super Bowl right now? Well, I think Vegas or something has like the odds at like 10% for the Patriots Bucks, which is the most likely outcome. Like these last few weeks can definitely change the order and who gets the bye. I think who gets the bye is going to be very important. But
I think for right now, I'm going to go with Cardinals Chiefs.
I don't know. It depends on what Chiefs show up at the right
I just don't know.
Because the Chargers
right
are
now
shown that
for
they can
me-
beat the Chiefs, and they
yeah.
almost won last night. Or a couple nights
They
ago.
would have won if they just took the damn points in the first half.
Yeah, analytics said go for it. Football said no. Like if the Chiefs don't play unstoppable, like if the Chiefs even falter
The Chiefs'
a little bit,
offense doesn't score over 35. Worry.
yeah, if the Chiefs' offense does what it has been doing, sans the Raiders games, I don't feel like the Chiefs are making it to the Super Bowl, no matter how good their defense has been, because in their big game win streak, they haven't really played against top tier offenses. I mean, they faced the Chargers, but they let up a lot of points, and the Chargers dominated the game, but the Chiefs eked out a win. Like they faced an injured Packers team without Aaron Rodgers, and even then, they only put up 10 points. Which, again, like the Packers' defense wasn't too bad, but I still think they were without Jair Alexander. Am I right?
I believe so, yeah. Jaguars won the game if they put in Bortles. No,
Baltimore isn't making it to the Super Bowl.
Baltimore definitely
They have been
no.
more lucky than good, and now with their second cornerback,
Marlon Humphrey
year.
Nope.
Yeah, Titans maybe if Derrick Henry gets back in good form.
But I don't know.
If Derrick Henry comes back and plays well, and
If
their
Derrick
defense
Henry
clicks,
comes well and their defense clicks, they're good. They just gotta pray that Ryan Tannehill just doesn't make any dumb decision. Basically, If Tannehill plays turnover free and Henry comes back, I would give the Titans probably the second best chance or third.
This Colts team seems pretty well equipped to make a long run.
Yep, they are now in the playoff race after a sluggish start. I think they're the 6th seed right now, right? Yeah, they're 6th seed because they knocked out the Bengals last week.
They did?
Yeah, because the 49ers won. Right, yeah, so Bengals on the outside looking in. Colts take their spot. I want the Bengals to make the playoffs over the Bills so badly.
You do?
Yeah.
That would be funny.
I would love to see the Bengals in the playoffs again. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. I think the Steelers and Ravens have to fully collapse for that to happen, but we'll see. I think the Bengals they may come out with a division title in the next 2 years.
Yeah, they're only a game behind
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Back at 2019, who knew all they need was Joe Burrow and a better defensive coordinator? They're set now.
And Jamar Chase.
Who
we all know can't catch the football. Apparently, they said his hands were bad, and now look at him.
Monte Smith was another one many were questioning, and look at how good he's done this year as well. Rookie receivers coming up to play. Waddle, they're all doing good.
Yeah.
All came from Alabama, too.
Alabama is a really good team. I mean, I'm pretty sure they had a good quarterback. What was his name?
Yes, Tua and Mac. Well, mainly Mac. Tua's
yeah, Alabama players say that Mac is better than Tua.
Of course.
Tua's legend was really just created at that Georgia-Alabama championship where he came back off the bench as a freshman, I believe. And after that, it was just, okay, another Alabama quarterback that just dominates the league there, college football, because it's an Alabama quarterback.
You know what's very interesting?
Both those Jaguars and Jets, first of all, they're in the
Jaguars
same
and
conference.
Jets would be the best AFC championship.
Yeah, they're in the same conference, and they're both eliminated, so that can't happen.
we would love to switch the Jets to the NFC, though. Hey, why not? Put them in the NFC East. Switch them with the Eagles. Or
Giants. Give us more Patriots-Giants action. Everybody loves that.
Oh,
18-1.
Here's the handoff. And he's short. Patriots got a stop on defense. Taylor gets 3, 4th and 1. We'll see what happens here. I mean, Indianapolis might go for it, but they would, I feel, be very risky. I think you got to punt and play the field game here because your defense is playing great.
Yeah, and you're already up 14-0. No need to go to
no need to do anything too risky. Maybe they're going to keep it on.
But the analytics say go for it.
Well, they got the offense on right now. I think this is a draw 'em offsides type of deal. They're 12 for 19 on 4th downs. It's actually very good.
Yeah.
Here we go. 6 seconds. Oh, QB sneak! And Wentz got it on the second effort.
He's a big-bodied dude.
Van Noy's saying no. Everyone else in the stadium saying yes. Even Patriot players like, all right. We don't need to argue that one.
Looked like they stopped him initially, but that second effort from Wentz was enough.
They did stop him originally, but look at that.
Oh, no, they did not stop him originally. He had it.
And then the second one just gave him an extra yard.
All right, well.
Jaguars got to do in the next draft.
Everything.
Well, they got Trevon Campbell, so hopefully.
Everything but a running back and a quarterback.
Definitely.
But they might draft a running back again.
Well, they got ETN. Isn't he supposed to be the draft pick? Oh, yeah, James Robinson.
And apparently, who did Urban Meyer say that he wanted instead of that spot?
Oh, it's caught at the 31 by Zach Pascal over Adrian Phillips, and the Colts are rolling.
Who did Urban Meyer say that he wanted instead of ETN? Some receiver. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's gone. And yeah, that was a nice.
The only issue is Trent Baalke didn't go with him. And there's going to be a lot of dumb trades. You know, this GM has literally been here for like 11 months. He traded Schobert, Cindy Jones, Minshew, and he undersold all of them. That's not to mention he doesn't cut Andrew Wingard. He cut Josh Lambo. That's ridiculous, dude. He has been an awful GM. Pascal, 23 yards on the catch, by the way. And up the middle, Taylor gets a yard. I guess the only good news is for the Patriots, if they get a turnover, they force a field goal. I mean, if you go down 21-0, I don't know if they're coming back.
Yeah, honestly. They don't have Tom Brady. We'll see if Mac Jones can do it, but I was scared of this team more so than the Bills in the coming weeks.
I was too.
Before the Monday night game, I was like, this team is scarier than the Bills because the Bills are one-dimensional on offense, and the Patriots match up nicely with their secondary. But this Colts team, they're built just like the Patriots, and it's working. Colts outgained the Pats by 4-1.
Now 9 bunch backfield. They're going to figure to Hines. Wentz is going to step up, roll out to the right, and he will run for a first. Needed 9, got 10.
Nice job with the offensive line, not getting antsy and holding, because that we've seen that happen a lot as pass protection breaks down a little bit. Looked like there could have been a flag, but
maybe a hold on the center.
It seemed clean. Everything seemed clean. Pretty good. Yeah, this Colts team is just, I don't know what to say. They're just winning on all sides of the ball right now. We'll see any halftime adjustments. It's weird to think about halftime already, but there's 8:20 to go in this half.
I feel like this one game is going to end like 45-7. I have a bad feeling the Colts are going to start running away with this one. Here's the handoff to Taylor. Taylor is going to be brought out of bounds by Duggar after a gain of 6. By the way, to answer your question, no, teams should kick extra points. They shouldn't always go for 2.
In overtime, I think they should adopt what college football does.
Maybe in overtime go for 2?
Or do what the MLB does, where an NBA does, where just play a full 10-minute quarter, and whoever's winning at the end of that does it. And if not, then I don't know, like
or just be like what the NHL does, have a shootout. You have a field goal competition.
But even then, the shootout is
it's more skill based. This is just you have to make a kick or else.
What it could be is NHL also plays a full last other
they play a whole
quarter,
5-minute overtime
period. I mean, so you could do a 10-minute overtime period, and after that, first and goal at the 10, and then you have to score and forced to go for 2 every time you score.
There's ways the NFL could work around. That's been the issue for the NFL for years. They've just been way too lazy to fix the tie system. They could have fixed it years ago. Really, you're telling me they couldn't have we couldn't have not had ties 20 years ago?
Ties are all right, I guess, because they're used in other sports, soccer, and I think that's it.
They use it in other sports. Soccer. Names one.
I mean, but the thing is, soccer also has twice as many games.
Right.
And a tie, really hurts in the NFL because you don't have a bunch of other games to even it out.
Right. There's Taylor, make it 3rd and 1.
Because a tie in soccer, or a draw as they call it, doesn't really knock you out of a playoff spot.
A tie could literally be, we missed the playoffs by a half game, and that tie was the half game. And that's what I'm saying. Should a team really miss the playoffs by a half game?
Or get into the playoffs by a half game.
That's true. I don't know. It works both ways. It's tough, but I honestly feel like the NFL's got to get rid of overtime within the next 10 years.
Or at least change overtime.
Well, maybe. Obviously.
You can't really get rid of it.
Well, don't get rid of it.
Tweak it.
Overtime, but tweak it.
Because at this rate, it's just flip a coin and you win.
Here's Taylor, another 3rd down conversion.
They're getting to 3rd and shorts, and that's where this Colts team wins. The Patriots are one of the best 3rd down defenses, but that won't help when you're going up against Jonathan Taylor in 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2 situations with this amazing offensive line pushing north to south. Judon able to get the arm tackle.
I feel like if they can't win games like this, I don't know how New England's going to win in the playoffs. I feel like this was kind of their true statement win to show they could be a legit threat in the playoffs. But now I'm starting to think that the Patriots may be a one and done in the play. I don't know. And that's why it's an absolute crapshoot who's coming out of the AFC this year.
The Colts very well may win this game and not make the playoffs at all.
And that's what I'm saying. I just don't know. But I feel like this was the game where Mac Jones could truly show. Maybe he could kind of separate himself from Jamar Chase, maybe in the Rookie of the Year Chase. And I think Jamar's got it now with the 2 touchdowns last weekend. Although Mac Jones isn't playing bad, it's just the Patriots aren't playing good.
Since the Colts' 3 straight passes, they've ran the ball 17 times and passed it twice.
It's insane. But it's working. 2nd and goal. Taylor up the middle. Get a yard to the 7. I got to think that the Patriots' run offense wouldn't be so great because, granted, they didn't run the ball 47 times the previous game. You wouldn't, you would expect the Colts to kind of figure out the Patriots' run after watching a lot of game film from a couple weeks ago.
The thing is, I'd say that the Patriots are going to be using different run schemes, and there was a reporter that talked to the Bills safeties about how they feel about how they got gashed for 200 yards. I don't think they got gashed because they were tired. If you run the ball almost 50 times at a team,
when it's Enzo shot overthrowing Mo Alley Cox, making it 4th and goal, so they bend but didn't break.
Yeah, if you run the ball 50 times at an opponent, eventually something's going to give, and they're going to let up bigger plays, which they did near the end, and that one Damian Harris long run that went through his hands. And so even after that huge Damian Harris run and some big runs at the end of the game, the Bills were stopping the Patriots on the run. I think they finished the game averaging just under 5 yards per pop. which is
Badgley
pretty good.
25-yard chip shot, 17-0 Colts. And yeah, you're right. I mean, the Bills' defense is great. It's just the offense just couldn't help them out when they needed to.
Yeah, and that was just good scheming by the Patriots.
Yep. 17-0 Indianapolis, 4:31 to go. Alex is saying, go Colts. Go back to cheering for the Ravens. At least they'll make the playoffs. The Colts might too.
Ravens might not.
I'm busting shot. Ravens, man.
The AFC playoff race is ridiculous.
It's so weird. It's like we have a bunch of very good teams in the AFC, but like I really can't tell who's going to win the who's going to represent the Super Bowl. Rather, I do think this is the year the NFC wins another Super Bowl.
The good teams are also inconsistent. Like the Chiefs,
inconsistent. Titans, inconsistent. Patriots, we're pretty consistent, but
we'll see
tonight's not showing. Tonight's not showing it.
Bills are one-dimensional on offense, and then their defense
is good, but they can't bail out the offense forever. That's their issue.
Yeah.
Then you have teams like the Colts and the Bengals and the Browns who are like, okay, yeah, they're decent, but can they really make a Super Bowl?
And the Chargers.
And the Chargers. I feel like for whatever weird reason, I feel like whenever the Chargers are good, I'm like, they could actually make a Super Bowl. I thought the same thing in 2018. I'm like,
that was a really good year for them.
That was a really good year for them. I'm really and this reminds me a lot of that 2018 team. It's just Justin Herbert's now the younger version of Phillip Rivers, and you can do wonders.
But he doesn't throw the backbreaking interceptions at the end of the game.
He doesn't.
Hopefully, and he can flick the ball 65 yards downfield on the run, or not on the run, barely setting your feet on a dime.
Yeah, I mean that touchdown throw against the Giants. That was the best throw of the season so far.
Might have been one of the best throws ever of all time. Because it wasn't like an Aaron Rodgers, I'm just going to chuck it deep and pray to God. Because that's just a great
step back. Combo. Oh, crap, I'm under pressure. Let me step up and boom.
He was rolling to his right, planted his feet for half a second, and launched it 65 yards accurately. It wasn't I'm going to throw it up there. My receiver's going to make a great play, as we see with so many Hail Marys. But we'll see how the rest of this game pans out. Patriots down 3 whole possessions. First time since the Saints game that they were down by 2 possessions, I think. Right? It showed earlier. First time down 14, I think, or worse.
To go 12 weeks without being down by 2 possessions, so that's got to be some sort of NFL record.
I don't think it's a record.
It's maybe not a record, but it's definitely reached some leaderboards in that. Yeah. But definitely made a leaderboard or 2.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure one of the undefeated teams.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the 07 Patriots and stuff,
or the 72
Dolphins, right? Or the 2011 Packers or something out on the record for that. But,
remember the Colts team that started 14-0 and then they benched their starters?
2009.
Yeah, they could have. They legitimately had a 19-0 team right there.
It wouldn't have mattered because the Saints would have beat him in the Super Bowl anyway. He was born to the 40.
Would have been 18-1, and Manning would have been. He would have been as mad as Brady is. Lowe's home team.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I mean, as much as Peyton Manning was talented, and he set the all-time record for most touchdowns during the season and stuff, you have to remember that
he has more losses than wins in the playoffs.
Well, 14-13 record in the playoffs.
14-13
losses.
Close.
If he loses Super Bowl 50, he retires with not only a loss in the Super Bowl, but a losing playoff record. And how are you going to call the greatest Super Bowl quarterback? That's right. Would have been 1-3. How do you call someone the best quarterback ever who just never performed well in the postseason? Even Tom Brady. Okay, he lost to the Eagles Super Bowl 52, threw for over 500 yards in the process. Tom Brady's worst playoff game ever was 2009 wild card round against the Ravens. But he never really had another historically bad playoff game like that ever again. That's the issue.
13-3 Super Bowl 53, but that was just a defensive game.
That was just a defensive game, and he threw a pick in that game. Almost overthrowing Jonnu Smith. Oh my gosh, that was a
He tried to fit that ball in there.
Yeah, my dangerous throw by Mac Jones.
You know who is the best postseason quarterback ever?
Joe Montana.
Yep. Not even close. Well,
Yeah,
Otto Graham.
Otto Graham.
We were talking about
50s. Him. Oh, yeah.
Played for 10 seasons. All 10 of those, he went to the championship game, won 7 of them.
And him and Paul Brown. I think Paul Brown would
Dominance.
build up the Bengals. And oh, my God.
Imagine if Belichick never left Cleveland.
Imagine if
still got Brady.
Imagine if Otto Graham stuck around for the 60s and he played against the Lombardi Packers. Oh, now that would have been some matchups.
And the
here is Hunter Henry to the 21. Well, Staubach was 70s.
70s.
Mid-70s. Otto Graham would have been way retired by that point. But
yeah, imagine if Belichick would stay with the Browns because he basically constructed the 2000 winning Ravens.
I shouldn't have moved in the first place. Art Modell was just a perfect example of why rich white men shouldn't run sports franchises. This is Art Modell in a nutshell.
If anything, the coaches should run the franchise. And if they're a good coach, at least. Like Belichick.
Yeah, Belichick should run the franchise.
He should run the league.
Train for Jonnu Smith. Give me a break. Signing Jonnu Smith and getting Mohamed Sanu. He's just not good in the executive branch. I hate to say it, but Belichick is not good in making moves.
He's not good at acquiring free agents or trades, but if he can develop
utilize
guys.
A draft pick, yeah.
Sometimes
the draft.
Other times he gets N'Keal Harry. But yeah, like he can develop talent if he gets enough time, like he's doing with Mac Jones. He's done it with his cornerbacks for a while.
He's done it with Harris. I mean, obviously, take a look at guys like Hightower and McCourty. Patriots built. So 2-minute warning.
Jackson,
Patriots are in the red zone.
Julian Edelman. He's good at developing talent, but
Amendola. I mean, God, he was just hanging on for dear life on the Rams. Joins the Patriots, becomes great wide receiver too. Or not great, but consistent.
And he was like Brady's go-to guy in the playoffs, even more so than Edelman at times.
So even though Julian Edelman broke my heart, not Julian Edelman. Well, Julian Edelman broke my heart in Super Bowl 51, but neither here nor there. Even though Danny Amendola caught that game-winning touchdown against the Jaguars, I still got respect because when it's all said and done, he's still my all-time favorite Patriot player. So
really,
yep.
My mom's favorite is Teddy Bruschi because he was just a great man as well as a great player.
Hey, Bruschi, Ty Law, all those guys.
Yeah,
I wish I could have watched more 2000s Patriots because.
Well, I know what we're doing next time we just hang in the camper. Patriots games.
I've already rewatched 36 and 38.
Hey.
I still cannot believe how Jake Delhomme was literally this close to upsetting the Patriots in Super Bowl 38. It's one of the most remarkable stories ever. Love Jake Delhomme. That guy was very talented. One of the more underrated quarterbacks in the 2000s. Like, you could put him next to Matt Hasselbeck and Jeff Garcia. Guy was just wicked underrated.
Hasselbeck,
as
a Seahawks fan,
Seahawks fan, we're going to take the ball and we're going to score. Pick six, Al Harris. And then some garbage chop block in Super Bowl 40. That shall not be mentioned.
What chop block?
Yeah. Super Bowl 40 was rigged. You can't tell me otherwise. I mean, you're looking at a guy who's watched like over 450 NFL games because, as Connor would know, I watch the reruns during the offseason. And
you watch a lot of games to get getting the good history. I watch a lot of film to look at the schemes and how they. Yeah. I love chess matches, which is why Super Bowl 53 was so entertaining for me.
I know, oh my God! I said on TikTok once Super Bowl 53 was not a bottom 10 Super Bowl. Everyone was crucifying me, but I'm like, listen, this wasn't a game where both teams were trying to lose. This was the definition of a classic defensive battle. You know, it's not like the Steelers-Lions game the other week. Then at times, like, no, I'm glad it was a tie because no one deserved to win that game. You know, it's like this was the defensive grudge match, 13-3 final score.
And it was just seeing how Bill Belichick has what he's done for so many other teams in all these years, has looked at what your team does, how you succeed, your biggest strengths and turns them into your most glaring weaknesses. He did that with the 6-1 front that he employed against the Rams in Super Bowl 53, which teams used to pretty good effect in the following year, and then the Rams just fell off. And Todd Gurley getting arthritis in the knee definitely did not help.
Yeah. Just 2nd down 6 off a delay of or after a false start. Stevenson takes it to the right.
Are you trolling? Urban Meyer would have had an undefeated team. Yeah, you're definitely trolling.
Yeah, you're trolling. He also said NFL should have the 162 baseball schedule. Like, that would be great if we could have everyone in like the team's like practice squad get concussions. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no, football does it right having the 1 game a week.
Instead of a game every day. Every 2 days.
Every 2 days. Like, that's too much for football.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you could do it, but you're going to have to only make it 2 quarters instead of 4. And why? Just keep it the way how it is. It's fantastic the way how it is. And yes, Alex, I am most certainly ready to do the World Juniors with you next week.
But hey, maybe if they did do that, then the Falcons would win more games.
The Jaguars would have been in a Super Bowl.
Oh,
Darius Leonard. Whoa, Darius Leonard with the interception. A stiff arm to Jacoby Myers. And oh my gosh, that's what Mac Jones is going to want back. Red zone INT. Patriots with a great chance to pull in within 2 possessions. They do not. Oh my, this was
nice job
that
reacting.
was
by
a rookie
Leonard.
throw, just trying to find Hunter Henry.
That ball would have been slightly behind too. Should not have thrown that ball.
That's the rookie mistake right there. This, I hate to say it, this is the Mac Jones rookie game.
Saints.
This is the Mac Jones rookie. No, that was just Jonnu Smith being. Well, I mean,
no. Also,
Mac
American
Jones also
Underdog.
made some bad reads, but
that could be a good movie.
We should go watch that.
We should.
The Kurt Warner. What was another one, man?
Ready for O.J. Simpson to be in it? Who's he playing? Marshall Faulk?
Everyone hates O.J. Simpson. I understand why, but when
he totally killed her. He totally
killed that person. But when I tell you he's the top 6 running back of all time, he's 100% a top 6 running back of all time. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, he was an awful person, but my God, was he the best, literally right next to Roger Staubach, Fran Tarkenton, and Bart Starr in the 70s. Best player, hands down. And Earl Campbell.
Okay.
Simpson playing anyone? Oh, yeah, Zachary Levy's playing Kurt Warner.
Chance Kelly.
Who's playing...
I don't see O.J. Simpson. I don't know. Maybe I
was playing Dick Vermeil. Dennis Quad? Who was that?
O.J. Keith Simpson as Marshall Faulk.
That's crazy, bro.
Is that the right O.J. Simpson? Hold on.
Oh my God!
I
want sure. O.J. Simpson. Dun.
If there is, because Keith Simpson,
actor. No way. Oh no.
Not O.J. Simpson. Hold up.
Hold on.
O.J. Keith Simpson. Different.
He has to make sure he puts the Keith in there to make sure he's not that one.
Yep. All right, so O.J. Simpson is not playing Marshall Faulk. O.J. Keith Simpson.
O.J. Simpson was petrified to download Twitter. He would have the guts to play in a movie. he was only petrified downloading Twitter on his phone. The Colts defense, 30 takeaways, 105 points, and that's Mac Jones' first career red zone interception. Yeah, threw a red zone interception before Josh Allen and Justin Herbert ever will.
I said this before. Colts defense is good at getting takeaways, and
Taylor gets 9. That could have been dangerous if he broke free.
And they exploit those mistakes. Patriots had a good shot at getting a safety.
They had to score there. They just had to score there.
Let's see. Was there anything else? Awful. He might have had Harry on a fade. But no,
I would just held on to the ball, maybe ran a couple of yards, or just throw it out of bounds at that point.
or run the ball in that situation to the running back. Who knows?
Well, Wentz gets the snap with one hand, and Taylor's going to break free out to the 19. Not really break free, but
Nice
power his
patience.
way. Good patience. So Colts with 2 timeouts. Will they try to score? I can't really tell. Maybe if they throw here, that'll.
Patriots do get the ball at the half. They had an opportunity to double dip. At least come away with a field goal, get a touchdown, make it a 7-point game.
I tell you one thing though, even if New England loses, and they'll still be the 2 seed because has a tiebreaker over Tennessee.
If Tennessee loses.
If Tennessee loses tomorrow, that is the one good thing going for the Patriots right now. Here's the handoff for Taylor. He'll bounce and Hightower with the tackle. 16 seconds left. Yeah, Colts aren't going to run no play. So halftime, 17-0. Indianapolis dominating. Will we have the turn of the tide in the second half? I don't know, but in the meantime,
I can't name another person who makes halftime adjustments better than Bill Belichick.
So
if anybody can do this, it's him and Brady. But Belichick.
We'll continue our predictions, and we will come up with an NFL conspiracy theory or something along the lines of that we can rant and rebug. Last time we did that, it took almost the entire halftime. So,
what was the conspiracy theory we talked about?
I think we were talking about what would have happened if Brady got traded from the Patriots or something. Like if they stuck with Bledsoe, and then
that was a conspiracy theory. What if scenario?
What if scenario is a better way of.
How about we go? What if Bill Belichick's stay with the Browns and the Browns never move to Baltimore, but still,
we will do that in a brief moment. I think that's a good idea. Right now, though, we'll continue our predictions. Cardinals, Lions. Obviously, Detroit's winning, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Obviously. Have you seen Dan Campbell? Phenomenal coach. This Lions team has been playing with so much heart and grit. Best season they've had in years. And
they do play with heart and grit.
I am not even being facetious about that. I'm not being sarcastic. Best season in years. They're playing their hearts out for their coach. And Dan Campbell, he doesn't seem like a bad coach. He just inherited the worst roster in football. Maybe the Texans are worse, but
record-wise, Lions are obviously the worst. But I don't know. Dan Campbell, I really don't think is that bad of a coach. You just got. I mean, he's like the best coach ever. Could he lead you to playoffs? Maybe Super Bowl, no. But he's good for what he is. Should he get fired after one season? No.
Coaches shouldn't get fired after one season unless they are historically bad. Like
Urban Meyer,
Adam Gase.
Adam Gase would be another one.
Freddie Kitchens was.
Freddie Kitchens.
He was a bad coach.
But Kevin Stefanski's done such a significantly better job.
Oh, yes.
Thank God they got rid of Freddie Kitchens.
Steve
Wilkes.
He
was like,
Vance Joseph.
He was more. Well, Joseph lasted more than one, but.
Oh, yeah, right.
He lasted 3. How about Marvin Lewis lasted 15 years past his expiration date? Run the Bengals into the ground. That's why they were so bad for those few years until this year. Jaguars, Texans, you can cue the round ball rock. I got Jacksonville winning, baby. Maybe a little bit of homerism, but listen.
Does Tyrod Taylor play?
No, they're starting Mills for the rest of the year.
Jaguars.
All right. Cowboys killing the Giants. 49ers beating the Falcons. Bengals, Broncos is interesting because they have identical records, but Cincinnati's just significantly better.
Hold up. Hear me out on this. If the Broncos offense holds their own, I feel like they have the superior roster to win this game. If the Bengals defense holds their own against the Broncos offense, I think the Bengals win this game. It comes down to the Broncos offense versus Bengals defense for this game. I will pick Cincinnati, but I do believe the Broncos have a shot if their offense can outplay Cincy's defense.
I will go with Cincinnati, but I'm kind of the same thing with you. I guess if Denver win, they wouldn't really be too surprised.
Because we all know what the Bengals offense can do. We all know what the Broncos defense can do, and that they're both inconsistent. And that game will have huge playoff implications.
If the Patriots are to come back and then the Colts lose, and then the Bills and Bengals win tomorrow, Indianapolis is back out of that playoff spot. So something to keep an eye on there if the Colts were to blow this lead they got going into the half. Packers, game of the week, but Packers are going to definitely win. Saints and Bucks.
Saints are not going to win this because Taysom Hill he's not a full-time starter.
No, he's not. He is he is.
Jameis Winston is a better quarterback than Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill
from Winston.
Taysom Hill is a better player than Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is a better quarterback than Taysom Hill.
You want to talk running abilities. Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Everything else, Winston.
Taysom Hill is the Lamar Jackson who can throw. Raiders Browns. All right.
Oh my god, that was fantastic. The 5 seconds of awkward silence. I'm like
staring at the camera.
I was gonna say something. I'm like, you know what? This deserves a 5 seconds of awkward silence moment, and I'm just gonna burst down into laughter.
Raiders Browns
should have been today. COVID ruined that.
But then last year they were like, Broncos, you're playing without a quarterback.
Oh, that's right. Another thing. Browns are gonna win, depending on who isn't on their COVID list. I want to see the Browns roster before I make my official prediction, but right now the Browns are probably slightly better, so I'll go with Cleveland. But
Vikings, Bears, Vikings, unless they collapse, which is possible.
And we got the Tuesday night games. Oh, thank you, COVID. Seahawks, Rams.
Okay, I'm picking Rams, but the Seahawks have had random wins against really good teams in their years, and against the Rams especially. They just randomly beaten them for no reason. Like, none.
Seahawks were in control in that Thursday night game before the Wilson injury, too, so it really goes to show you. Seahawks are obviously going to give the Rams a run for their money.
The Seahawks defense seems good.
Listen, they're 5-8, but, like, come on.
They're 5-8, but they're better than the record shows. Like,
they're better than the record shows. Like, they probably win that Saints game if Wilson's in.
The thing is, from the film that I've seen, Seahawks defense wasn't the problem. It was their offense.
No, it was, because Geno Smith's obviously not.
No. I'm talking about with Russell Wilson, because they relied on using play action to get their big shots down the field. Yeah. But they just, how do I say this? They relied too much on the play action from under center that teams could tell, like, what the Seahawks are going to do based on their under center if they're in the shotgun. And they've kind of, against the Texans, sure, it's the Texans, so bad defense, they, like, ran the ball a lot more and just pretty much stayed in that under center look instead of going to shotgun more and where he does straight dropbacks. But they don't really have the elite defense and great running game to run the dink and dunk offense like the Colts or the Patriots of the leagues. So short term, Seahawks do what they did against the Texans, but just do it better. Long term, get an offensive line that can help protect Wilson, because the offensive line, I think, is the big weakness at their team as of the moment, because their defense is playing well as a unit.
And lastly, football team and Eagles. I got Washington winning that. Oh, okay, different prediction.
All right, because Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, number one rushing offense in the league. And the football team, while playing phenomenally on defense without Chase Young, still are missing Chase Young, who would have helped a lot at containing Jalen Hurts. So, and the Eagles' defense has been pretty good, and I think Taylor Heineke is out against the Eagles. I think he's put on the COVID list. I may be mistaken.
No, he was, but I'm trying to see if they pushed it back to Tuesday so he would be activated again. You want to hear a name for you. Jordan Ta'amu, XFL QB. He will get the start if Heineke's
Ta'amu's playing?
Yeah, because they just sent him to the practice squad a few days ago.
Hey, the Bellhawks!
That's right. He's going to be the projected starter if Heineke's out due to COVID.
Heineke has an illness, and Washington will no longer play the Eagles. Taylor Heineke. He's on the COVID list. Giants COVID list ahead of the Eagles game Sunday. Nope, that's Tuesday. To be postponed. Goes on COVID list. Taylor Heineke. Washington Eagles moved to Tuesday.
Yeah, Kyle Allen also has COVID, which is why, and obviously Fitzpatrick's out for the rest of the year with his injury.
Oh, let me look at the COVID list rules.
Because if you're out 10 days, he's definitely out.
Return to play protocols. Return of intense. Okay, let's see. This is from when? December 16, 2021. So very recently. Okay. Let's see. Through is for a vaccinated player to return under the new protocols. 2 PCR or polymerase chain reaction tests are either negative or produce a CT value of 35 or greater. 1 PCR test that is either negative or produces a CT value of 35 or greater, and a negative MESA test. Result taken within 24 hours of the PCR test, or 2 negative MESA tests. Previous analysis about standards. There's no changes to the rules for unvaccinated. Omicron variant. Okay, so if Heineke tests negative, then we're good. Then he could play. So I guess that's going to be a game time decision for us.
All right.
Save that. Save that. Save that. Save that. Save that. Save that.
I didn't.
Boo! You're no fun.
That was funny.
No, you will not get any context. You guys will get no context.
No context, just us and the viewer. Oh, she said it.
Yes! Let's go! All right.
All right.
So
well, shout out to Annette. Always stopping by the streams.
Tops off.
Tops off. It's like 3 a.m. over there.
God.
Slovakian time zones. I know. Stinks.
Czechoslovakia.
Slovakia.
Yeah. So, if Bill never left Cleveland, and Brian Billick was never hired, and they never moved to Baltimore, Cleveland would have their championship. Baltimore Ravens would have never existed. Who would the new Cleveland Browns be?
It would still be 32 teams in the league, I feel, though.
I think it instead create a Baltimore. Let's say that instead of the Browns moving to Baltimore to become the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We could say that happens.
We could say, like, the
Slovak
became a team and, like, yeah, I know. Slovak. That was my fault. I quickly said Slovak after that. I was like, Slovakia. Nope, Slovak. Like, I know. I messed up.
Granted, Slovak.
I know.
All right, but
anyway.
So Bill Belichick was the one who really wanted to get Tom Brady. So maybe he gets on his draft board in 2000. So following the Ravens Super Bowl win, because let's say that he still brings them to the Super Bowl win. Patriots don't get Brady. Belichick still gets Brady for Cleveland.
Instead of who the hell is that guy? Spurgeon Wynn. Oh, they're going back in time.
Whew. And then Brady under Belichick. But they wouldn't have the same offensive system. So Brady might not have developed the same way, and he might not have been as good as he is now. And Patriots would still have Drew Bledsoe. He would still have gotten injured against the Jets. He would have been out for the rest of that year, come back later, and for the next year, and then...
So if Bledsoe still suffers that injury, they have Blaine Bishop as the QB.
They don't make the playoffs that year.
They don't make the playoffs. There's no Super Bowls, no dynasty. Bill Belichick's the dynasty. The Patriots is nothing. basically.
Yeah. Bill Belichick plus Tom Brady equals dynasty. And I will see if Bill Belichick plus Mac Jones equals dynasty.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. You got to come back from a 17-zip hole right now.
So if Belichick went to Cleveland, maybe things turn out the same, just with a different team. Who knows? And then we'd all be mad at the Cleveland Browns.
Show us a roll, Mike Schottenheimer, but that's neither here nor there. First it's at the 25 in shotgun is Jones with Stevenson to his left. They're going to put Bourne in motion. Snap, inside handoff. And
they got to do this
yards.
more. Patriots haven't really been running the ball with efficiency today. Yeah, only 43 rushing yards to the Colts 122. Colts only have 38 passing yards. And mind you, that's off of 3 completions.
Yep.
And one of which was all just boop.
Yeah, I know. They got half their yardage. They got half their passing yardages off an end around. Well, like an end around is half the passing yards.
Boop. No,
I'm talking about the end around.
That was a run play.
I know, but like that is half the yards. I was explaining that poorly at first. That was my bad.
Colt defense, pretty good.
Yeah, 15
Scary.
games with a takeaway, block, punt return for TD with the 1 sack and the 1 pick. This is must score for New England. I don't care what
Very much so,
says.
yes. You
3rd down and 1.
have to show that your adjustments are going to work. And it starts on 3rd down. Haven't done well on this situation, and right now they had Stevenson.
And they
go
go
there,
through and it's picked
again.
off. Easy reads. Down to the 20. Oh, no, this is disastrous. Bobby Okoye with the pick.
I knew that throw was coming, and so did the linebacker.
Oh, that's a poor read.
No, it was a good read. He just took too long to throw it there.
Well, I thought it was a poor read. Let's take a look here on the replay.
Thing is, if he throws that immediately out of Stevenson's break, now look.
Should have.
If he throws that immediately out of the break, if he gets through his progressions quicker, that's a catch.
That was definitely avoidable.
Very much so.
Colts winning?
Maybe.
Oh, I think it's well out of reach now.
No, wait.
Well,
they're going to go up 35 to... No, wait, no, not 35. I was going to say they're going to go up 35 to 10.
You're referring to my near Madden choke job? I pulled the Falcons, but won in the end.
Okay, yeah, because your man coverage apparently played zone for no reason. 5 men in the corner of an end zone.
Stupid. Well, 1st and 10. For the Colts... 20-yard line, Jack Doyle in motion. Fake it. They'll toss it over to Doyle. And a great tackle there by Kyle Duggar. I mean, I guess if New England is to force a field goal, it's still 3 possessions. You still score a touchdown. You're still only down by 2. But... again, you got to either get that turnover or force a field goal here.
Biggest lead the Colts have had against New England in the last 14 meetings.
2005, that's when they stormed into Gillette and smoked the Patriots on Sunday Night Football. Marvin Harrison, 2 touchdowns in that game.
God, Marvin Harrison.
And there is my absolutely random 2000s football knowledge. As here is Wentz rolling out, gonna throw it. That's dropped! A dropped interception by J.C. Jackson.
That was the spark that New England needed.
Oh, my goodness. J.C. Jackson had the pick 6 week 9 against Carolina. Not so lucky here. Working against Michael Pittman Jr. Oh, he cut the route perfectly. Oh, should have been a pick. It was going to be a pick, but Pittman, broke it up at the last second. My goodness.
Nice.
Still a great pass breakup, though.
Yep. But
should have came away with the turnover.
3rd down and 10 at the 20, though. Patriots, if they can hold.
Definition of bend but don't break here.
This is one of the first. This is one of the few times the Patriots
and immediate pressure. Wentz avoids 1 sack, but Dietrich Wise Jr. is there for
The sack.
The
That
sack, so
sack's
fourth
huge,
down, that
actually,
is
because
huge.
can the Money Badger, as he has dubbed himself, can he make this kick?
This is like a 35-yard field goal. He's gonna make
This
it.
is,
Actually,
they're at the 30.
Oh,
This is like a
so this is
42.
like a 40.
40. No, not 42.
Do we do some announcer
40.
jinxing?
This will be like a 30. No, 40. This will be like a 48 yarder, give or take.
Wow. Well, maybe you won't make it.
Who knows?
It doesn't matter because I'm about to do some hardcore announcer jinxing anyway. Ready for this?
Yep.
4th down, 18. Ball will be placed at the 34, or at the 36. So this will be a 46-yard field goal. He's only missed 2 heading into the season, and he's going to make this one. No, there's a flag! No, the announcer jinx worked. But I think it's gonna. Oh, please, against the Colts. Come on.
No, it's offside.
It's gonna be offsides against the Patriots. No way. That was the announcer jinx to perfection.
Right.
No way.
No
way. That was announcer jinx to perfection. Offsides against the Patriots. Sat on Mac first.
No,
it's just 5
makes
yards.
it a 41-yard kick now.
Do we do it again?
Go for it if you want to. I don't know if it'll work.
I don't think it's gonna work. Come
on.
on, that was literally the perfect announcer. They had to ruin it. They just had to ruin it.
Stupid refs.
Well, 41-yard attempt. He missed 2. He's gonna miss this one. And okay, I know it wasn't gonna work again. All right, 20-0 Colts. Dude, I just wasted my announcer jinx on a missed field goal. That was a flag. Oh my goodness. It worked. The flag.
It didn't.
And the second I saw the flag, I'm like, no. This was a part of the deal. 20-0 Colts. So, yeah.
Yay.
The announcer jinx worked. I can't believe it.
I can,
Not
because
really.
I've seen it happen so many times. Oh no, I might get copyrighted for whistling a song.
All right. Well, commercial break. So, basically, I feel Bill Belichick stayed with the Browns. I felt that, a lot of the same stuff would have happened. He would have. I don't know if he would have won as many Super Bowls as he did, but I definitely felt like they would have had a dynasty in that early 2000s period if they do draft Tom Brady and they actually hit on Courtney Brown and a couple other of their draft picks from that time frame. It's very interesting because Tim Couch was an injury-prone quarterback, and obviously they drafted him number 1 overall in 1999. So maybe you have a situation where, Couch gets injured, and then Brady comes in, and then kind of the same deal.
Club Browns quarterbacks. And then Brady.
Let's see if I can name them all right now.
Couch.
Okay. So Couch, Wynn. I'm not going to go in order. Anderson, Manziel, Hoyer, RG3, Cody Kessler, Kevin Hogan, Mayfield. I guess I'm just getting rid of the Tyrod Taylor. I'm just getting rid of the current ones. Drew Stanton, technically. Who else started for them? A lot of garbage quarterbacks in the middle. Garcia wasn't terrible in 2005. Let's see, who else could I name? Kelly Holcomb. This is like massive brain power here.
You got 13.
I got 13. That's not bad. I like 26, and I'm sure I'm missing a couple. Come on, I gotta come up with another one. Gotta come up with one more. I'm so determined. I'm trying to see if I can name a practice squad, dude. Case Keenum, that counts. Whatever. We're counting Case Keenum and Nick Mullins. They count. Whatever. All right. Even though Mullins is on their practice squad, I don't care. That counts. That's 15 Browns quarterbacks since they returned to Cleveland. Fight me. All right. Patriots down 20-0. Should have been 17. Oh, the announcer jinx, that hurts. Okay. Well,
Wow. Mac Jones has doubled his interception count in the last 7 games.
maybe he should have kept throwing the ball 3 times a day.
Maybe they were onto something.
25, they put Myers in motion. We say it every time, but it's literally a must score for the Patriots here. It's no more field goals. Now you have to score touchdowns. To the 30 goes Stevenson. Harris is
Harris is
inactive.
out.
I think they would have loved Damian Harris tonight, though.
I bet they would have. He brings a lot more of a pop than Stevenson does. Yeah, this Colts defense is so good.
Cam Oliver still works for Fox. Why am I just aware of this now? Here's a second down and 5. And up goes Stevenson up the middle, make it 3rd down and 2.
Stay ahead of the chains. And with a 3rd and short, Patriots hope to convert again. Maybe not.
Referees are on the pile. Wait a minute. Is there a fumble? Okay, no. Referees were on top of the pile, though, so you weren't
really
really
it was
sure.
recovered by Smith.
Or was it a fumble? Oh, it
was. Oh, God.
That was very close to Willis getting the recovery, but now Jonnu Smith getting on top of it.
Bill Belichick is not happy today.
His rookies are making mistakes.
Yep.
Earn 2. In shotgun with 4 seconds to go. The play clock, that's offsides. That is offsides against the Colts.
First down!
Oh, they got one. First down of the second half. They're on a roll.
Yeah, okay. Time for
Thanks
them
to penalties. Great. All right, let's take a look here. Oh.
That was nasty. That was nasty.
Oh, man. Tyler Stallworth. Come on, my man.
Just a little leg pump. Then the center stood his head up.
1st and 10 in shotgun. Stevens and Jacobs in the backfield with them. They're going to split Henry to the left. Here on 1st and 10, ball placed at the 38. Low snap. Jones pumps. Going to fire down the side. Risky throw, and Aguilar couldn't hang on. Kenny Moore on the coverage. Well, I mean, at least they took a deep shot.
Mac Jones has taken
deep
deep shots, but, I don't know. His receivers just haven't been able to catch them.
Yeah.
Now imagine if Devonta Adams goes to New England.
Or what if he goes to the Chargers like everyone else in the universe is saying?
Maybe.
Well, come on, though. You have Allen, Adams, and you get to re-sign Mike Williams. You are the LA. Both LA teams have the best receiving corps in the league.
Yep.
Here's a handoff. Stevenson will get 3.
But there's a flag.
Uh-oh. This could be a false start against New England.
No, it wouldn't be a false start because they would have blown the play.
Oh, true.
Might be offensive holding.
Maybe holding. That's what I meant to say.
Legal shift, legal formation. Could be many things. It could be defensive holding, which is 5 yards on automatic first time. It's weird.
Well, I'm going back.
Offensive holding. 2nd down and 20. Maybe set up a screen.
That's all I'm saying. I feel
I haven't
like
done a lot of that.
screens will work. Try to utilize the tight ends a little bit more, too. I mean, Hunter Henry's hasn't had that many targets, if you really think about it.
To be fair, Mac Jones only has thrown the ball 14 times.
Yep. Jones here on 2nd and 20. He's got fired to the left, and that's Aguilar, brought down to 35 by Sendeo. It's going to be 3rd down coming out. That's not Sendeo. That's 34, who is Isaiah Rodgers. They used to wear 34 when he was on the Vikings. All right, we got one Julian Edelman fan and about 50
And a Mac Jones fan, a Gronk fan.
Oh, there we go.
Another Mac Jones fan, another Mac
All
Jones fan.
right, we got some Patriot fans.
Ooh, there's
in
a
that part of the
couple
section
behind Mac Jones, as you can
Yeah.
see.
Okay, I guess there's a few Patriot fans who made the trip. or they're just bandwagons up there. Who the hell knows? Here's a 3rd down and 11 in shotgun. Jones gonna throw, and that is a risky throw to Aguilar. Catch that? He did. Wow.
4th down and short.
4th and 4.
I think, where are you at? No, 4th and 2.
Ooh, 4th and 2.
Or 1.5, yeah.
That's about 4th and 2.
Yeah, you're in no man's land. Well,
Yeah,
I guess you
go for
could punt and pin him deep, but your defense has not really been able to stop.
Aguilar made the catch. Forward progress? Oh, no, not in this case.
Forward progress does not get you the 1st down, but it's a 4th and very short.
And they will go for it, at least line up to go for it. I would imagine they would. They're 5 for 8 on 4th downs this year.
Going to
They're
motion
gonna
the
put Henry
tight
in
end.
motion. Here is a little. Oh, Jones going to pump. He waited too long, and he overthrew Aguilar. He should have never pump faked. That killed him right there, was when he pump faked.
He pumped to the tight end. Well,
That was avoidable.
Then we'll
Statistics say to go for it. I would have went for it in that case.
I would have as
But,
well.
oh
And I am
my
very much so a
God, that
conservative-based
throw was
mind
awful.
for football.
Patriots gonna Patriot. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, we got 23 minutes left in regulation, which is about an hour and a half if we're being on. Well, an hour and 15 minutes if we're being honest. And if the Patriots can just, outscore the Colts by at least 21.
Yeah, we gotta shut them out the rest of the way.
No, but like, I don't know, 21-0 or like 24-3 or like, as long as their point differential from here on out is 21 or above, they win.
No overtime. That'd be crazy. Like a 24.
That would be the 19th overtime this year. I've been counting. It's a lot. It's weird how many overtime games there's been.
And only one tie out of it. That's not bad.
Yeah. It just
And
shows.
Of course, this is Steelers playing down to their competition. Hey, at least we got days of our Steelers up to the map, though. And the greatest game.
What was
a
it?
2-for-1 special.
It was on Useless Fan Service, was it? What do you call it? Tonight.
Useless fan service.
Tonight on.
Why is this still a thing?
Why is this still a thing? Your name tree.
Your name tree references.
He's a great content creator.
He's a great content creator, but Tom Grassi, though.
Tom Grassi. What a man.
Helping out the channel a couple weeks ago.
Shame I wasn't on the call for that game. Oh my God, the Hurricanes murdered the Kings. How do you feel about that? Kings
Not good. And now that the Bruins are off until December 27th, they got like no hockey team to root for because the Kings suck and the Bruins just got locked down for the next week because of COVID. Flyers also beat the Senators 4-3 in overtime. And then Stars beating the Blackhawks 3-2 second intermission. Red Wings beating the Devils 4-2 second intermission. Then for NBA scores, anything crazy? Celtics beat the Knicks in a good game for the Eastern Conference. And the Raptors beat the Warriors in the 2019 NBA Finals rematch. And somehow the Milwaukee Bucks are losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers without Colin Sexton. I don't know how that's happening.
You know basketball? What?
Why'd you think I only read like 4 scores out of that 9? Yeah. Here's Wentz fires down the middle. That could have been picked. J.C. Jackson against Michael Pittman Jr. again, but another near interception. Wentz has only thrown the ball 9 times.
Yep.
Wow. This is the definition of a running game for both teams.
To be fair, the Colts have have had some short fields and a defensive score. And they have only scored 20 points despite it. So if I'm the Patriots, I still think that you're playing well considering the circumstances. Like, you've made mistakes, but the fact that you're only down 20, which sounds weird, only 20.
I know, only 20,
but
considering it could be like 35-0.
10.
I know.
You did have that red zone interception hurt a lot, especially since
even
Colts.
if you kick a field goal, that's a 2-possession game right there instead of 3.
Yeah.
Get the ball at halftime, score there. Okay, yeah, an abysmal first half, but hey, you score that first drive in the second half, you make it 17-10, you got a brand new ball game with a whole new momentum and everything. That block punt was started huge. It just started the collapse, and then obviously the back-to-back interceptions. Here's Wentz going to run.
Didn't get it. Wow, Hightower and Judon there for the stop. Do you go for it if you're Indianapolis, or do you continue to let your defense play?
Also got the tackle. I thought, maybe not.
Do you let your defense play?
I think you do go for it because you could punt and down him inside the 5. Well, actually,
where are they actually?
That's long field goal range. I would go for it.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, whatever. You still up by 3 possessions.
Mm-hmm. Sneak.
Behind the motion. Here's a sneak by Wentz, and he's got it.
The motion was just to be like, okay, what are they going to do? Which didn't matter anyways. Carson Wentz has as many rushes as he does passes, or completions, I should say.
Wow. Would have thunk that. Almost got blocked the backup center. Take it a little bit towards the left. Get the first down. Easy QB sneak for Wentz.
Yep, he's pretty good at that. Not quite as good as Brady is, but pretty good.
Brady can just jump over people. He can just be like,
Brady doesn't need to jump over people. He's just really good at the quarterback sneak because he's powerful for a 44-year-old.
Wentz will roll out to the left. He's got interception. And that is a remarkable catch by a Colts assistant coach on the sidelines, though.
That's 2 near picks.
That's 2 near picks. That is crazy. That Jamie Collins immediately picked that one off. It was. Wow.
And if this ends in a field goal, that's going to be 2.
Feet more batted into Collins. Oh, that definitely should have been a pick. Oh, my goodness.
If this ends in a field goal, that's 6 points that the Patriots could have easily taken off the board.
Oh, my goodness. I feel like, the score is definitely not as lopsided as it looks. In reality, it should be like.
This game is even. It's just the Patriots have not finished those big plays that they've needed. They haven't gotten the picks, but they've gotten so tantalizingly close. Yes. They got to the red zone.
Flags are thrown. It was a 6-yard run by Taylor, and now the tempers are flaring.
The ref got pushed down.
That's going to be a fine. Pittman's without a helmet. Jalen Mills is involved in the fray, it looks like. Van Noy's trying to point at a couple of Colts who should be ejected. Let's take a look here again on this replay. Well, Pittman's trying to take off his helmet.
Initiated contact
in the middle of the play, and Kyle Duggar's going after him. Oh, boy. Duggar's going to be facing a fine for sure. Pittman tried to take off his helmet.
Or maybe he was already loose, but Pittman went into Duggar after the play was over.
Let's see.
But Duggar's going to get that's some grabbing right there.
Duggar definitely was the cause of that. Oh, boy.
Well,
Duggar's probably going to get the worst punishment.
If this is the NHL, they would have let it.
If it's the NHL, it's perfectly legal. But in the NFL, the second you make contact with the fist, forget it. You're getting fined at least $10,000, not more.
10,000, nothing really.
Wow,
for these guys.
Well, but still.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. So 20,000 or 10,000 is like $20, but for them. But yeah.
Did you say 20?
Basically.
Score.
Yeah. I know.
All right.
It was also a god-awful year.
Personal foul on the defense. And no personal foul on Pittman. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, there is on Pittman, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to replay the down or something? Probably.
I think he said after the play was over. I don't know. 2nd and 10. The box says 3rd down 3
yelling at the official.
Over.
Whoa, and Pascal's got push Pittman away from the receivers. Oh, boy. Kyle Duggar also being taken off. These game ejections, I mean, I wouldn't really be surprised if it was.
Pittman, I don't think would get ejected. Duggar has a shot of being ejected, but
no, explaining it to both benches.
Darius Leonard trying to plead a case. And that's an ejection for Duggar.
Ejected, as you'd expect. I mean, you can't rip off a player's helmet. Pittman's still on the sidelines. I think they're wondering if he should be suspended.
Kyle Duggar has played well for the Patriots this year.
Nah, Pittman's staying out there.
Yeah, he didn't really do anything that was ejection worthy.
Maybe just
he kind of bumped into Duggar, but not bumped but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and here's the 3rd and 3. Taylor stuffed by Adrian Phillips. So
Jamie Collins with a nice job jumping through the line at the perfect timing.
Here we go
to blow that up.
4th and 5. I'd imagine you kick a field goal here.
Yeah, still a 3-possession game.
Here we go. Do we try it again?
Do it. Go for it.
Oh, Pittman's upset. Oh, is Pittman ejected too?
Whoa, that'd be huge.
Wow. 4th and 5. Badgley's made one from 25 and 41. 2 for 2 on the day on the night. He's missed 2. He's gonna miss.
Oh my God!
I did it again.
Pretty much the same distance. Okay.
Same
huge.
distance. Grant comes up huge with the announcer jinx again. You're welcome, Patriot Nation. 20-0. Same field goal. I'm like, all right, he's 2 for 2 tonight. He's missed 2 on the year, and he's going to miss it. Shanked it right. I called that. Let's go. That one counts.
That one counts. Let's
that
go.
One counts.
Let's go.
I'm happy.
Money Badger.
Badger. More like running at a cash badger. Okay, that was atrocious.
More like no salary Badger. All right. Patriots will get the ball with decent field position at about the 37. No. She's right. Remember, she's always right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how it goes.
No. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh,
she's always right.
If you only knew,
you know who you are.
She's
knows
always
right.
She is. And my other viewers are probably like, "What the heck are you guys talking about?"
She knows who she is.
Stream jokes. She knows who she is. If you don't know who I'm referring to, great. All right. Yeah, Cavaliers still being the Bucks, Jazz, and Wizards in a tight game. Washington win that one, and then OKC up against the Clippers. That would be an upset. Alabama turning into a basketball school as much as there is a football school.
Yeah, Baylor
losing
good.
to Oregon.
It's 5-9, dude.
I know it's 9-5, but still, nonetheless, it was 21 ranked Kentucky beating North Carolina
98
to 69. How about UConn ranked 20th? They've dropped a few games. Already lost to Providence. They lost to another team last week, Duke. Believe it or not, some girl at my school got accepted into Duke, which pretty amazing.
Nice job by her.
Gonza beat Texas Tech in a numbered matchup, and Purdue took care of Butler in your tomorrow. Women's college basketball. BC Eagles going up against 25th ranked North Carolina.
Eagles aren't winning that.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they would either. I feel like the men's team is significantly better than the women's team.
I feel the Boston College just isn't really that good of a sports program compared to other Division I schools. Sorry, man.
And Jones down the middle will complete a 12-yard pass to Hunter Henry. Even though my parents are huge Patriot fans, I can hear the movie from upstairs. So they've already given up hope.
Yeah.
We haven't, though. Not yet, anyway.
Bill certainly hasn't, talking to the defense.
Yes. Well, you capitalize on this field goal. There goes about 30 yards of field field distance you have to go. Now already past midfield. You just got to score a touchdown here, get us up on defense, and take it from there. Jones throws dangerous pass, but Aguilar holds on just enough for a first. Whoa, that was a dangerous throw, though.
Yeah, Aguilar is taking himself off the field.
Yeah, Aguilar taking off his helmet, and I'd imagine we are going to see probably Ochensky. I guess if Aguilar's out.
You love that player, but you still can't say his name. It's Olszewski.
It's Olszewski?
Olszewski.
It's Olszewski.
Yes, Gunnar Olszewski.
Oh, why do I say Olszewski?
You say Olszewski, and I'm like, where's the end? Olszewski.
Yeah, there is no end. I'm always at the end. It's Olszewski. Olszewski.
All right. Well, thing is,
I called Daniel Tice, and you corrected me on that one too. My God. So funny.
Yep. Outside of his 2 picks, Mac Jones is 13 for 17.
Not awful necessarily. There's a handoff, Stevenson up the middle and to the 31. He got hit pretty hard, but Sendeo. But hey, he got 6 yards.
Yeah, and with 18 minutes now to go, you don't need to rush too much, but you definitely need to make haste.
You just got to start scoring touchdowns and
you need to start scoring points.
That's the issue here. If the Patriots just kicked their 2 field goals early on when they were in field goal range.
I mean, to be fair, who would saw that pick coming?
Right, but it would only be like 17-6 right now. You know,
maybe less if that block punt didn't happen.
Oh, that's true.
Perfectly timed blitz.
Renner read it perfectly and almost his 3rd pick of the game. That was Sendeo, who was close.
Looking for Jonnu Smith, who could not climb the ladder to get to there.
Kind of a rush throw by Jones.
Yeah, he felt Darius Leonard on his back. Just unblocked off the edge. Yeah, you had to throw that ball away earlier. All right, 3rd down.
Brady Quinn was another Browns quarterback. I don't know why I was referring back to the Brown quarterback thing. I'm like, Brady Quinn was an obvious one I missed. Anyway, here's a 3rd and 4. Jones on pressure by Buckner. Throws a cross body, and Henry makes the catch at the 23. And that is a death sentence when you throw a cross body. But it worked.
Ooh, he's limping.
And he is limping. Of course, Brian Hoyer is the backup if necessary for New England. Jared Stidham inactive tonight. To the shock of probably no one. And yeah, so Hoyer's the backup. And Garrett Gilbert signed by Washington off the practice squad yesterday. So they're really down to just Jones and Hoyer. I guess Jacoby Myers would be the emergency QB. Jones stepping back here on 1st and 10. Guns it caught. Henry. I thought I was going for Bourne. And then I thought that was going to result in another interception. That's why I got a little excited when he let go of the ball there. I was like, ooh, that's a dangerous throw. I'm like, oh, Henry's there. Henry's there. Okay, smart read. There you go. You're in the red zone again. Just got to get those points. 3 ain't going to be enough down 3 possessions because technically you'll still be down by 3 possessions. So you gotta get in 7 that end zone. Maybe right now you are at the 12. This is a perfect chance to capitalize heading into the 4th quarter after a defensive stop. A little end around. Jonnu Smith. Smith gets a block from Trent Brown, and he's going to dive to the 1. And there's a flag. And if this one's coming back against New England, that would be absolutely backbreaking.
I know the Colts have just been playing pretty clean, but whenever something good has happened for the Patriots on offense or on defense, there have been flags. And that's just part of the Patriots. The call, that's a bad hold by Myers. Tackled Sendeo. Yeah. Now let's see. And they kind of got bumped into, but that's still a good call.
1st and 20. Bolden and Stevenson now both in the game.
Last time shutout in first.
That's right. Week 4 against the Bills. That was the 2nd career start for Jacoby Brissett. Again, that's a false start on the Patriots. Isaiah Wynn, they're going back another 5.
No, you have 25 yards to go in 3 plays. 4 plays, actually. That's right.
Oh, it's first and 23. Okay. I mean, listen, I'm not surprised Indianapolis is necessarily winning, but I am shocked at how bad.
There, Aguilar is going.
Aguilar's gone, so Shesky
Concussion protocol, maybe?
Maybe. And
We saw a bad one with Donald Parham.
That's right.
A medical professional who gave an outside opinion said it's likely a concussion. And I believe so.
Screen to Bolden. Bolden with a spin to the 13 to the 12. Okay, so they got a lot of those yardages back. A lot of yardage back, I should say.
That is good. That brings it down to the 2nd down and 10, I believe.
Well, there you go.
All right, and content to
off.
3rd quarter. And can the Patriots score 20 in 15 minutes?
Patriots do got N'Keal Harry for this game. They also have Christian Wilkerson on the practice squad along with Trey Nixon. My roster is a bit old, so I believe those 2 are still on the team. I know Marvin Hall isn't anymore. Neither is Malcolm Perry or Troy Fumagalli. So, yeah. Patriots are down weapons. Devin Asani is another one who's been injured for a long time, so even though he's listed as the 3rd tight end on my roster, he's not. I would like to see more Matt Lacoste. I always like Matt Lacoste. I mean, really, for a 3rd-string tight end, he really is reliable. If he can get like 25, 30 catches a year and like a couple of touchdowns, give him a 1-2 year deal, does his thing, be done with it.
Yep.
The endless cycle of re-signing him to 2-year deals.
Pretty much. All right, so for the Patriots to win this, they basically need 3 touchdowns. For the Colts to win this, they need to hold on. And this Colts team doesn't seem like one that easily chokes away games, considering how their team is structured with good defense and run game. Really, the only way I see them losing this is if their offense just shuts down. They can't get good movement up front in the red game. But that means that the Patriots need to play out of their minds against the run.
They can play out of their minds against the run, but they kind of have for the second half. So,
kind of, yeah.
I know I'm just keep on saying it, but the Patriots are literally a touchdown, a stop on defense, and another touchdown away
from a
from a one possession game, and you can do that with about 9 or so minutes left on the clock, making a comeback very manageable here.
But I think if you need to score now.
I know, but you gotta score now. And okay, if you give up a touchdown to Indianapolis,
it becomes a lot more difficult.
I think there may be the dagger in the heart. But again, if you score the touchdown here and you get the stop on defense and at least you're able to score another touchdown, you've got one possession game with about, again, 8 to 9 minutes left, most likely. So
you need to get to the 2 for a first down and
2 for the first down, 12 away from the end zone. Jones is going to step up. He's going to throw and touchdown.
All right. You said they needed to get the tight ends involved, and there it is.
That's what I'm saying. Get the tight end involved. Hunter Henry being Centeno on the coverage, and New England's on the board. First snap of the 4th quarter results in 6.
And the Boston skyline shown in the little demographic.
Let's take a look here again on the replay. I mean, Asindale, man, and then Kenny Moore tries to swat it down.
Just crosses him up.
No.
Nice job by Jones. He's been stepping up and moving around the pocket a lot today.
At least that'll make his stat line look a little bit better as well.
Yeah.
Needed a passing touchdown to save his stat line tonight. Hopefully he can get another one. So Nick Folk for the extra point. And
nearly blocked.
Nearly blocked, but he got it. Nick Folk heading into this week has had more fantasy points than Odell Beckham Jr. in the past 3 weeks. How? No clue, but he does. All right.
Pats offense finally
here we go.
Completing a drive.
They got the score. Now the stop on defense. And I could be looking at, I was saying roughly 8 or 9 minutes left. If you really force the Colts to go 3 and out or they don't pass midfield, You're looking at getting the ball back with about 11 minutes left now.
Yeah, the average NFL drive takes 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
So if they're able to just, I don't know, get the Colts done. But the thing is, Colts can definitely make a drive go a lot longer.
My friend just said if the Colts had Andrew Luck, they'd be winning by 40.
Maybe.
He kind of ain't wrong, and he kind of ain't wrong. He kind of is, but he kind of ain't.
Thing is, Andrew Luck also isn't as good as the quarterback sneak, so those fourth down conversions would not have happened for the Colts, which resulted in some of the points here. And the Patriots have just, this is an ugly game for New England. Well, and if this is how a bad game is, like the Saints and this, where they're still like kind of close, then I'll
at
take
least
it.
keep in within 2 scores. Like this team could be very good.
Mm-hmm. If the Patriots win here, if the Patriots come back, they have a nice cushion against Buffalo. And even if they lose here, they still have one game ahead, and they're entering next week with the current tiebreaker against the Bills. But
so basically, if the Patriots win this week and next week, they clinch the division. Basically,
Bills fall to 8-7.
Patriots
Best
would
for
be
the Bills.
11. Yeah.
Yeah, Patriots would clinch the division.
Patriots basically, I think even with the loss tonight, if the Bills lose tomorrow and then...
No, if the Patriots lose tonight and win tomorrow and win next week, then they go to 10-5. The worst they can go is 10-7, and the Bills fall to at best 8-7 for them. And the Patriots have time. Yeah. If the Patriots beat the Bills next week, Patriots clinch the AFC East.
And deservingly so. I mean, even with this kind of mediocre game in the way, they've still been better than Buffalo because Buffalo's been doing this all along.
Yep. Ever since the first quarter, the Patriots have outscored the Colts 7-6.
Well, that is very true.
But that first quarter,
man, I gotta tell you,
points.
that you take away that block punt, 6-point game. You take away that block punt. That block punt is literally the difference maker right now.
Yeah. And think about it. Their defense is still letting up less than 14. Has let up less than 14 points this game. Their special teams now has allowed 7 points. Or 6, and then extra points count with the touchdowns. Raining today in New England, but not near Lucas Oil Stadium, as well, it's inside. And I'm pretty sure it's not raining in Indiana anyways.
No, it didn't look like it was. I mean, we were looking like we were going to have snow for a little bit today, too.
There was some snow. There was a little hail, some sleet.
Yeah, there was some sleet earlier this morning when I walked out. That is true. Taylor gets a yard. Well, he's a good start. He's getting the ball back with like 13 minutes left if he manages properly.
To score 13 points.
I don't know why. I don't know if this is fake optimism or any of that. I don't know. I'm getting pretty optimistic now. If they actually get this stop on defense, I'm actually feeling pretty optimistic about the Patriots.
Patriots chance, until the Patriots and Belichick and Brady as well, it's not over until it's over.
I was close to giving up hope, but I never officially gave up that hope because, again, this is just typical Bill Belichick stuff on the road, technically an underdog, and come back from a huge fourth quarter deficit. Once our pressure, I'll take a shot into my confidence. T.Y. Hilton out of bounds after a gain of about 20.
Yep, they brought a delayed blitz with the linebacker in the zone, and T.Y. Hilton just occupied where that zone defender was, and Wentz went there. You'll see that the delayed blitz, and T.Y. Hilton just ran right past him.
Missed tackle by J.C. Jackson as well.
Mm-hmm. Jackson did not have the right pursuit angle. Gave Hilton an extra 5 or 7 yards.
And there goes my optimism.
Okay, if you hold to the field goal, it's still 2 possessions.
That's true. Got to go for 2, though. Wentz will fake.
Oh my God!
Gets an interception. It's Devin McCourty.
And he's going to wisely stay down.
Oh, my goodness. Jamie Collins almost ruined another interception. But this time it falls in the arms of McCourty. Well, now the optimism back. See, I just got to go back and forth announcer Jake Singleton. Very, very complex what I'm doing. All right.
So that's 2
Devin
picks
McCourty.
and 2 almosts, right?
One
Am I
should
counting
have,
right?
yeah. One should have 3 or 4 picks. Patriots got it at around midfield, too. This is
That's
huge.
the stop. Oh, boy.
Holy crap. This is insane.
Woo, boy.
Hey, touchdown here.
Okay, it might not be 35-10, but here we go. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. All right, New England. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. I am optimistic.
Oh, Kraken took 1-0.
Woo, Kraken!
Oh, no team. Let's see, they're going to win 60 in a row and make the playoffs. That's how that works.
Yep. And
Kraken are going to do
they're
what the
going to
Golden
make
Knights
the NHL Finals.
and then lose to the Capitals.
Yep.
And no, God, I cannot. No, the Capitals and if they win another Stanley Cup, I swear to God.
Like,
we know the Bruins ain't doing anything.
So wait, hold up. We know who like the greatest franchise of, at least I know that the greatest franchise of all time. And for basketball is obviously the Celtics. Lakers are second, but like Celtics. In baseball, it's the Yankees.
Right.
And in football, it's
I would say the Patriots.
Yeah.
People would argue the Steelers,
And
I
would
understand.
I would also argue Steelers and Cowboys. But
I would argue 49ers.
49ers, Packers, there are a lot of
like you have like 5 like teams
really good teams.
Consider like
that's what parity does, the draft.
Wow. Speaking of draft, I mean, God, all the Cowboys had to do was just trade Herschel Walker to the Vikings, and off they went with their dynasty.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, there was no salary cap. Good times.
That's what made the Oilers so good in the regular season.
They faked it. Jones going to throw for Myers in triple coverage. Good Lord. That gave me a heart attack.
All right, they're going back to that interception.
Whew, this interception was the clutchest thing New England's done all night. Look at that. Even Wentz can't really go anywhere because Van Noy's there. And then they occupy center of the field. And Jamie Collins almost messed up another interception, but Devin McCourty with the great concentration. That's getting some awareness pluses in Madden this week.
Yep. I'm surprised J.C. Jackson has been upgraded to like a superstar dev.
Here's Jones on 2nd and 10. He's going to throw. Oh, wow, my. Harry almost reeled that one.
Harry's looking for a flag.
I was looking for a flag, too. Maybe if we see the replay, I can get a better gauge on it. But I felt from first glance that probably should have been a flag as well.
Could have been. No.
3rd and 10. Well, I mean, it's great you got the interception,
but if you can't do anything
with it, then what's the point? You just got to make sure McCourty gets a pick 6 or whatever.
They need to get to the 38.
3 for 9 on 3rd downs with an average of 5.6 yards to go. 3rd and 10. It looks like in shotgun is Jones. He is. Seems to split out to his left. 5 seconds go on the play clock. Jones takes the snap. Steps back and dumps it over to Stevenson.
Oh, he's got
running room, and he's got the first. He saves his balance for an extra 2. Oh, my gosh. That was a very intense. Oh, that was Bolden.
Yeah.
I thought that was Stevenson.
Stevenson wears 38,
That's
which is
right.
a weird number, but
that's correct. Bolden wearing the 25. Bolden used to wear 38, which is why I got that confused earlier on the year. I got better. But,
a little natural rub there with that route by Harry.
I gotta tell you one thing, even though
just give him
even though it's just a little dump off to a running back, get the yardage.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Got the cornerback half a step around him.
They put point in motion. Harry out there. both of those receivers set to the left. Same with Bolden. Inside handoff to Bolden. And this exploded.
Very much so delayed flea flicker.
And it's off the hands of Jacoby Myers. Well, I mean, I give him credit at least.
That flea flicker was very delayed.
It wasn't a delay. I don't think it was a flea flicker. I think Bolden's like,
no, it was because you saw because otherwise the offensive line would have moved forwards, but they stayed backwards. That was a flea flicker all the way. They just couldn't get the timing of it. Because notice how Myers definitely ran out for a route. Oh, he just turned the wrong way.
Oh, man, he would have had that one.
He turned back inside when he should have looked out.
That would have been about 15 yards if he made the play.
Yeah.
And it looks like now we're going to get a commercial break. 12:32 to go in the fourth. I wonder why. You didn't see any injuries afterwards, right?
Timeout.
Looks like. Oh, hopefully that's not on the Patriots. They might need those later on.
They may, but the Colts may need him later on. You never know how this game will end up.
They just need one touchdown in the back in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that blocked punt is getting bigger and bigger. Because since the blocked punt, the Colts haven't really done anything. Like, the Colts had that one drive and then nothing really on offense. I don't know what I want the Seahawks to do. Like, go for a late season push to get into the playoffs,
the Seahawks
or tank for draft position.
With what picks? Jamal Adams trade.
You might get a good second round pick. I'm kidding, of course, but like, oh god,
no. Seattle's gotta play it out, especially because how awful the NFC is. I mean, it does suck that they don't have the tiebreakers.
How top heavy the NFC is
against the football team, but. If Seattle wins out, they could make the playoffs. I mean, 9-8. Come on.
The thing is, they have to beat the Rams and Cardinals. But then they got the Bears and Giants.
For whatever reason, the Giants always beat the Seahawks for whatever inexplicable reason.
Shush, we do not talk about that. Shush.
No, but like literally 2010, 2012, last year.
2010 and 2012 was when they had like good teams.
Well, right. Giants. Well, yeah, but like, yeah. But still.
Well, Devontae Adams. Remember when he was just like the new guy who was like third or fourth on the depth chart and just the little route runner for the Packers? How far he's grown as a receiver. What was it?
All right.
What'd they say? Oh, he had Harry.
Oh, my God. N'Keal Harry was so open. He was so open. I mean, Myers was open, too.
But he had Harry.
2nd and 10. Jones going to step up, throws. Oh, he's got Harry here. What a hit by Sendejo.
Did he get the first before?
No, 3rd and 1. Definitely 3rd and 1.
Third down and the inches at this point.
Maybe inches, honestly. Yeah. With the progress, you never know.
All right.
3rd and 1. Wow. Well, obviously, 4th down territory if you don't get it, but I do think New England's going to pick it up here. That was a very huge hit by Sendejo afterwards. Woo. Harry took a shot.
I apologize for my yawning. It is very late.
Oh, I've been yawning as well. 10:32 Eastern time.
Mm-hmm. They're in field goal range.
And of course, whoa, trying to push the pile. That wasn't going to work. I would have done play action, honestly. I don't think I would have ran. I think. Okay,
if you kick a field goal, then you need a touchdown and field goal. If you go for it and don't get it, you need 2 touchdowns.
What's up, Zach Cron? Thanks for stopping by. But need
Cronin. That's not a common last name. Any relationship to Jaden there? You remember Jaden?
Maybe not. Yeah, of course I remember Jaden Cronin. Freakish lacrosse player.
Yeah, I went to school for that up in New Hampshire.
Nice. Jones throws it. Myers is wide open.
Myers will get you those first downs.
To the 22. I mean, that's what he does. Short routes, run after the catch guy.
Mm-hmm. He is turning into what Amendola and Edelman were. A little slot guy.
Very close to Springfield. Oh, cool.
Springfield. All right.
Well, thanks for stopping by again. Sure you go subscribe here on YouTube for weekly sports broadcasts of Comte Law Football, also Comte Hockey, NASCAR, and baseball. When those seasons come around, well, I don't know about baseball this year with the lockout, but definitely NASCAR's coming. Here's a little end around. Bourne gets a block.
No
Kendrick
flags.
Bourne to the 10, to the 4, and he fumbled at the last second, but I think they're going to down him. I would be shocked if they didn't down him. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I thought he was down too.
Yeah. He was way down.
Let's see.
Let's see. Willis. Knees down. Oh, yeah. Knee touched.
Down.
Knee definitely touched. So, Patriots will get it at the 4.
He's down. Way down.
Okay, here we go. One possession game in the balance.
Well, to make it a one possession.
Thank you. 3.5 minute drive.
Nasty play action. Cameraman
Jones throws, overthrowing Myers in the end zone. Well, here we go. We could get our first Jones to Myers touchdown. Maybe. Almost. He overthrew him all. He was under immediate duress. It was a great play fake, but
yeah.
And now I get execution after that. Jones, by the way, 200 passing yards on the dot with 20 completions. Definitely, disregarding the interceptions, definitely outplayed Carson Wentz tonight.
Yes. Well, he also has thrown the ball more than Carson Wentz.
Well, yeah.
Carson Wentz hasn't needed to throw the ball. At all.
Second and goal. Handoff goes. Stevenson's going to try to power his way. Is that Bolden? That is Bolden. 25. Oh, I thought.
They're down in goal at the 2. Do you... Yeah, you have to go for it.
You go for it. There's not a doubt in your mind you go for it. The question is, do you go fake field goal or do you actually legit?
Do you legit go for it? No way you do fake field goal.
No way.
Because none of your backup quarterbacks are athletic. No offense.
Oh, yeah, Brian Hoyer can, jog into the end zone. Yeah, no.
All right, play action. They're going to get the tight end.
They're in goal. Are we going to get a false start against the Patriots here? Looks like we will. This may actually be better for them. They have more room to work with now. That'll be the 5-yard penalty. They'll back up to a 7.
That also means that the Colts have more field to defend. All right. Michael Onwenu and Jonnu Smith walking off for the Patriots. Taking out the big guys and bringing in some more pass catchers because I don't think you run the ball here on 3rd and about 6 to go.
This is definitely
3rd and
throwing
7-ish.
the rest of the way.
Now,
in shotguns, Jones with Bolden as the running back. Jones going to step up. Always holding on to the ball for too long. Spins around.
Away.
Chucks one. No. Henry had a shot, but he overthrew him. 4th and goal.
Yeah, he threw that ball away.
Yeah, I think you got to go for it here. If you're New England, Jones is calling the offense back over as you'd expect. Wait, but Folk was walking out.
Yeah, he was calling the field goal unit. Because now if you do this, you only need a field goal on a touchdown. Hunter Henry stepped down anyways, forced out by Willis in coverage. Oh, Myers. Myers got a little tripped up.
I don't know if I agree.
No,
that 5-yard chip shot. Oh, I guess you could hope for a penalty.
If it was 4th and 1, though, yeah, I'd go for that. But
all right, no penalty. Folk got it. 20-10. Patriots pulling within 2 possessions with 8:57 to go.
It was 2 possessions earlier, but now it's a field goal and a
little
touchdown
closer.
field goal.
It's a little closer. So they get the pick. They cash in with a field goal.
I don't think Jones had to roll out. I think he just could have stepped up or moved to his
Jones
right.
definitely panicked. Whenever he turns around, you can tell he's like, "Well,
he's not Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes."
Also, NFL news today, Vikings waived cornerback Rashad Breeland after verbal altercation with teammates and assistant coaches during practice. How lovely. Vikings are down their second best corner.
Wow, an ex-Chief is turned out to be an absolute tool bag. Who would have thought?
Yeah, no, he was arrested for drunk driving during the offseason, too. Yep, guy's a moron.
I think it's just the Missouri blood Even though most of them are not from Missouri. What am I talking about?
I don't know.
Kraken are leading 2-1 against the Edmonton Oilers.
There we go.
6 to go in the
Stars and
first.
Blackhawks side at 3 in the Red Wings.
2 goals in the first period for a team that's, well, not particularly good.
Oh, God, all these postponements. It's so sad. So
Yay,
sad.
Omicron.
NHL standings, by the way, again, the Red Wings winning, not helping out the Bruins. Now have a 5-point cushion, and again, the Bruins aren't playing for a long time. Or another week. Not good stuff. Not good stuff. Minnesota Wild and Anaheim Ducks tied for the best team in the Western Conference, but the main teams are in the East. You want to go past Washington, Tampa Bay, Toronto, and New York. I mean, you could pretty much breeze by Toronto when the playoffs come around, but they haven't won a playoff series since 2004. No?
And I thank them because I hate the Maple Leafs.
Oh,
my least favorite teams for every league: Maple Leafs for hockey. It's obviously Yankees for baseball.
That's fair.
Obviously. For basketball, it's the 76ers.
That's
don't like them.
Fair.
And
Ben Simmons is a doofus.
The NFL. Know who it is in the NFL?
Yeah, I know who it is. Indianapolis Colts.
Yep.
Which is why I figured tonight would have been a must. It was a Saturday night game, and I know how much he loves the Patriots and despises the Colts.
Yes. And
I knew this was a definite. I saw
dislike the Colts for no reason in particular. I love some of the players, but I just hate the Colts. I like Frank Reich. I like Carson Wentz. I like Jonathan Taylor. I like Darius Leonard, and I just hate
don't like the Colts history.
I just don't like their organization.
You just don't like their. Jim Irsay freaking. I'm the dead.
We both loved. What was this? My brain is fried. Ow.
Pat McAfee.
Yes, Pat McAfee, greatest punter to ever do it. I'm kidding, of course, but
greatest Colts punter to ever do.
Yeah,
top 15 all time, probably.
Yeah. Probably. Great
Johnny Hecker's top 6.
Johnny Hecker's pretty good. Jake Bailey could be up there soon.
Jake Bailey, and you gotta give him a few more years.
Yeah.
And make sure his special teams don't screw him over. In the first quarter.
Yeah, but Patriots have actually been, I don't want to say dominant, but on defense, they're just not letting the Colts do much outside of.
Oh my goodness! You had to open up your mouth. 13 yards.
Let me finish my sentence. I knew they're going to let him 13 yards, but come on.
Oh no! There he goes. The announcer jinx played in effect. Look at this guy. He learns it from this guy.
The best.
A man who called 2 missed field goals tonight.
One of them got called back.
Well, it got called back, but whatever. We're counting it.
Oh my God! It could be 10-17.
That's what I'm saying. If that kick,
and if that blocked punt didn't happen, it's 10-10.
Oh my God! The Patriots. This score is definitely an outlier to this actual game. Yes. You have to watch this game.
This is another defensive juggernaut.
Should be much better than what they are. Here's Taylor, another rumble. I mean, they stopped Taylor for 3 straight drives. I mean, it's going to come to a point where the defense is going to break more than bend. And again, not scoring a touchdown when you're at the 2 and then you get the false start. Awful. Awful.
Patriots have been killed by penalties today. It's just been mistake after mistake. Yeah. Nice job on Pascal at sealing the edge, so Phillips can't come. No, JC Jones. Jonathan Jones can't come in to crash down on that. Or was that Phillips? I have no idea anymore.
JC Jones. I like it.
Jonathan Jones.
Yeah, I know.
I am brain tried.
Now we got a Patriot down. 7:46 to go, 4th quarter.
Wow, that was a Bostonian accent right there. 4th quarter.
It slipped out.
Did you? You never spent a lot of time in Boston. I have an excuse. My mom was from Roxbury.
My mom was from East Boston. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I mean, my mom just kind of cut off her accent because she just was. My dad just gave her shit about it for the longest time. Pardon my French. I'm a little rusty. But But yeah, she's still, from time to time, she says like drawing with the extra R's.
It sometimes slips, especially when it's the worst when I commentate Bruins games. So I let my Boston accent slip out way too much.
You have to. If it's a Bruins game, you gotta go all. You gotta go all Boston.
I'm like, there we go. Taylor, another run.
Another third and very short, and the Colts
it's 3rd and 1, and I would imagine the Colts punted this scenario if they weren't going to get it, and now Quentin Nelson was shoved. And it's going to be 3rd down, 2, no extra curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would punt this scenario if they don't get it. It is 3rd and 1, but...
And there's 6...
But now you got to play for your lead, only up by 10.
Yeah.
Now you got to play for your lead.
30 rushes for 160 yards.
And only 12 passes, 5 completions for Wentz. Colts can take off significant time off the clock with the first down here. Taylor, 106 rushing yards, high snap. Handoff goes Taylor up the middle. He
Didn't
stuffed!
get it!
He is stuffed at the line!
J.C. Jackson. I'm going to have to list all these guys. J.C. Jackson.
Lawrence Guy, Van Noy.
All there for the stop.
Wow. I mean, everyone in the stadium knows it's going to be a run.
The Patriots
what Wentz should have done was do a little QB...
little read, yeah.
Yeah, QB read.
Thing is, they had Phillips there as well. They had Phillips.
Yeah, but I think Wentz would have...
and then if he bounced outside, Mills could have blocked it off of Doyle, or because Phillips would have forced him to bounce
Are they
far
actually
outside.
going for this? Whoa, this is risky.
Quarterback sneak. Watch the sneak.
2 for 2 on 4th down. Tonight is Indianapolis.
He's not going for the sneak.
No, he's not.
He's too high.
Oh, no, he does go for the sneak, and he's right there. I don't know.
Where is he?
I'm not
Did
not
he sneak
saying
through?
nothing until I get an official word from the referees. It looks like he's at the line, and I think it is going to be a first. Let's see. Wow. Yep, the ball's over. Clearly.
Yeah.
Yep,
Definitely
right there.
over.
Man, oh man. That was heartbreaking for New England. I mean, you get the ball right there. You're already in field goal. Well, like a first down at field goal range. Now Colts can kill this clock down to about the 3-minute mark if they can.
If they want to, yeah. Huge.
That's the aggressiveness for
that
Frank Reich.
blocked punt is getting bigger and bigger as time winds on.
I think this one may be over.
Oh, God.
If it was 6, I would say there's still obviously a chance. But I wonder if it is a one-possession game. Do they go for that? I feel like they still do.
I don't know.
Allowing
the Colts have not failed on 4th down this so far.
Yeah,
they're what, 4 for 4?
3 for 3.
3 for 3? I thought they were 4 for 4. No, because he did one on 3rd down. Yeah, hold up. So, wow, that's 15 for 22 on the year. That's great for the Colts.
Man,
college football.
Because college football's on. Oh, that's right. You're
got some bowl games.
Oregon State and 16th ranked Louisiana are losing to Marshall
by 1. Entering the half.
Game I'm looking forward to next Thursday, UCF versus Florida. But I'll be commentating Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if
I'm my
commentating
God, that's
tomorrow.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
How is Christmas so close? It's a week away.
Christmas is a week away. The Super Bowl's like 5 weeks. Well, actually more than that.
Yeah. A lot more than that, Grant.
No. It's like 7, 8. But yeah.
I'd say about.
But still,
9,
it's February.
But, yeah.
Like, it's almost February.
I know. It's.
Like, This season went by way too quickly for the NFL. Like, the fact it's already week 16 is like crazy.
15?
Well, next week will be week 16. Yeah, it's week 15 right now. I went, you're tired. I'm tired.
Yeah. We definitely had a lot more energy in the first half when the Patriots were getting shut out 17-0.
Weird. I mean, that block punt and those dropped interceptions got a rise out of us.
Yeah. Pats could easily be within 3 or tied.
God, this game is.
I still think that Patriots are one of the better teams in the AFC. And like even without their record, like this just showed that there's no block punt. This is a 3-point game. Think about that. One play, a blocked punt, which was a freak of nature, because when do block punts happen? Not often. 3-point game.
It goes to show you
That's
that.
insane.
Yeah.
And the
It'll show
Colts
you
are
how
averaging
good this-
7.4 yards per carry on first down tonight. And they
that's
get him
gonna be
behind.
a loss of about 3. The rookie Barmore's
Also
there.
about 1 with forward progress. That'll cut the average down a little bit. All right. Colts are going to take their time, bring us down to about 4 minutes, and then run another play.
The Patriots need to get the punch here, but that'll be about 3.5 minutes left. I mean, it's doable. You got to get points. You got to get the onside kick, and you can't.
Oh, no, it's going to be under
timeout.
3.5. It's going to be like 2 minutes 40.
Oh, yeah, true. By the time
If the Colts don't pick up a first.
Well, do you call timeout here, or do you wait for your next shot on defense? I don't know. Usually I like to keep my timeouts. Taylor stuffed again by
Call
Jamie Collins. Call timeout here.
Yep.
4 minutes left.
With third, yeah.
Oh, they are going to call a timeout here. Actually, that's smart. Why have the clock? Because at this point, you're going to have to go for onside kick anyway, no matter how you look at it. So,
Or if you score quickly enough, then because like think about
they
this.
use the 2-minute warning as a timeout.
Yeah.
I see what you're bringing
And if
out.
you score quickly enough and you give them the ball back outside of like over 40 seconds outside the 2-minute warning, because like there's 4 minutes left on this. If you stop them almost immediately, then it's
Then you get the ball back well before 3.5 minute mark.
If you stop, well, not wait before that. Yeah, way before the 3.5 minute mark. If you stop them here and then
You burn a timeout, right?
Yeah, and then you'd have one timeout. You go down, you score before the 2-minute warning with like over 40 seconds left. So then they have to run 2 plays before
snap.
the 2
Wentz
minute.
is going to keep it himself and get
Good.
2 yards. Timeout New England. 3:55 to go, and they force the punt.
So their win condition right now is quick score, whether it be field goal or touchdown, preferably touchdown. And then you give the ball back to them with like a full 3 minutes on the clock. And then you stop them.
That's the question. If you're in
3-0.
field goal range, do you take the field goal with 3 minutes left, or do you try to score that touchdown? But what if it takes like 2 minutes to get down the field? I don't know what you do here.
Yeah.
How about a block punt of their own?
That block punt for a touchdown is huge, but then the Colts get the ball back.
Oh, that is true. Maybe that wouldn't be beneficial. Here is almost blocked it too. Okay, what if I actually has got Olszewski with the fair catch at the 19? Okay, but what if I actually announced or jinxed a block punt?
You announced or jinxed an almost muffed punt in the AC Championship game a couple of years ago.
Oh, that's right. The
when we
Jordan
were at the
Allen
Murrays,
muff punt. Yeah, Patriots Chiefs. I was like, Josh Allen's going to muff the punt. And he actually
no,
muffed
not
the punt.
really.
No, not really.
Oh, that night was great.
That night was great.
And then there was the Saints-Rams game.
Oh
my
that game.
God.
I remember when that no call, we were just like so mad. We were just like yelling.
And my dad was like,
"What the
dude,
hell?"
chill down.
I'm like, no, the Saints got screwed.
But why were they throwing the ball in the first place?
No,
All right, time
Mac
to go over
Jones
80 yards.
Pops throws down the seam, caught by Bourne to the 37.
Hurry up offense.
I gotta go no huddle here. Wow.
All right.
If only the Patriots.
It's 20.
Patriots didn't block that field goal and they didn't throw that end zone interception. Oh my gosh. This is literally such a different story.
Even if it's without that blocked punt, like, think about that. Then it's just field goal to tie, touchdown to win.
Jones
Wow.
throwing Bolden. Maybe didn't want to spike it.
Maybe,
but
yeah. Maybe he didn't want to, like,
he just didn't
throw
want
it
to take
where
a
it
lot of
could
time.
be
Right. He just didn't
picked.
want to take a lot of time off the clock. A throwaway spike, as I like to call it, making it 2nd and 10 with 3:16 to go. Obviously, 4th down territory the rest of the way for New England, even if it's 4th and 99.
Actually, at that point, I think you punted.
For real?
No.
6 to 10. Jones down the middle. Dangerous throw. Caught. 3 yards for Myers.
Well, now you're getting into the point where you have to onside kick. Timeout. Colts?
Stallworth's down.
So an injury timeout for the Colts.
Wow.
That's a big break for New
Big
England.
break for New England. Yeah, and only 4 yards. They got to get more than that.
Without those 2 picks, Mac Jones is 22 for 33. That's a 67% completion percentage.
Yep. Good stuff.
Good stuff indeed. All right, 3rd down and 6 with 3:05 to go. Patriots are at their own 42. They need to go 58 yards and quickly.
Down to 3 to go.
Get it on this play.
Ball place on the 43. Jones stepping back. Gonna throw. That's caught. Flag down. Henry, though.
Is that defensive holding? Because that stops the clock. That penalty stops the clock.
It's Hunter Henry with a first down reception. But this against New England.
It could be offensive pass interference
boy.
or defensive holding. He was pointing towards the Colts side of the field, so that looks like defensive holding against.
This is defensive holding.
Darius Leonard.
Oh,
yes,
most certainly.
is.
Most certainly it is. Wow. Hunter Henry makes the catch. I mean, it would have been a penalty regardless, but hey, might as well make the catch. Get more yardage
stops
while
the
you're
clock.
at it. That's right. It stops the clock as well. Henry also went out of bounds, so clock kind of would have stopped regardless.
Oh, I thought he got
What?
stopped in bounds.
3rd and 6. There's a 3rd and 6.
Are they saying offensive? What? I think maybe the guy the thing's short. Are they saying it was on both? Defensive holding and offensive pass interference?
Another 3rd and 6.
Weird.
I'm confused by that. Jones steps back. He's going to launch one deep, and he's got man. Oh!
N'Keal Harry caught it!
N'Keal Harry to the 14, and they're going to run up and spike that thing. Oh, N'Keal Harry, 1-on-1, and that's how you stay alive in this football game. Making the grab over Isaiah Rodgers. Wow, best throw of the night by Jones.
He took the deep shot and connected. This is what they hope N'Keal Harry would have been. Oh, and
a little
helmet
helmet
to the passer.
Yeah, little Muhammad with the helmet-to-helmet.
Why
hit
can't
on
we
Jones.
get a flag against the Colts? That's obviously roughing the passer.
Yeah,
He touched him in the head.
That's very, very, very blatant pass interference against Indianapolis. I mean, they're blaming Rodgers for obviously giving up the huge pass. This is 1st and goal. Here we go. Here's your touchdown.
Wow, they're close.
Jones, gonna pump, gonna throw for the end zone, and incomplete for Myers. Good coverage
Myers
by Kenny
looking
Moore.
for a flag.
2nd and goal.
Won't get
Well,
it.
I mean, you go for the touchdown here.
Mm-hmm.
Indianapolis fans having the time of his life.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
You have
Gotta
to-
get loud.
Yep, you have to.
Turnover seals the deal. Field goal or touchdown. You gotta survive the
So,
horrors of the onside kick.
Touchdown, then you don't need an onside kick. Because then
you do.
you won't, because then if you get a 3 and out, then you get the ball back with
under
4
pressure.
minutes,
Waits,
40
throws,
seconds.
overthrowing Harry in the end zone. 3rd and goal. Oh my God.
So if you score here and then just normal kickoff and the Colts get it before the 2-minute warning, which they will, then they run a play, 2-minute warning. It's 2nd down and whatever for them. They run another play, you call timeout. It's 3rd down and whatever with just under 2 minutes to play. They run another play and then you get the ball back and there's a minute and you need a field goal. If you get the 3 and out.
3rd and goal. Jones throws touchdown.
Hunter Henry.
Henry got his second.
He has 9 on the season.
Yeah, that's 9 on the year.
Boston skyline showing again.
There we go. There's your touchdown.
Hey,
now the question is, kick
if that offsides on that field goal didn't happen, then the Colts need to drive down the field for a game-winning field goal.
Dude, there's so many scenarios where this game should be the Patriots winning or it should be tied. This is crazy. Block punt, they're in the lead. Yeah. I mean, you can come up with like 5 or 6 different scenarios right now as to why New England should be in the lead or tied. Good extra point by Folk.
I think New England has outplayed Indianapolis, except for
certainly
1 or 2 plays, and that's the difference in this game. One play, if it's substantial enough, it will ruin. Now, if only that kind of like pass play will work in Madden. In Madden, Darius Leonard would just like teleport in front of the ball. You can't run that type of offense in Madden.
I'll tell you one thing, Darius Leonard swatted that's 3 points for New England, not 7.
Oh,
fingertip away.
This game is a game of inches, as they say. And now,
I feel like Indianapolis is still going to win, but like this is so intriguing to watch.
If you kick it deep out of the back of the end zone,
unanswered by New England in this fourth quarter.
If you kick it out of the back of the end zone, Colts have no shot at returning it. They have to get a first down, and they have to get the first down after the 2-minute warning.
There was 5 onside kick recoveries last week, which tied a record for most in a week. I think they are going to go onside kick here. It's a one timeout. It's a one timeout. Mm-hmm. One timeout killed them. Maybe if they scored if they scored on the Harry catch.
Yeah,
maybe.
But
no, they have to go onside kick here and then just hope for the best. I mean, in reality, you could still get the ball back with about 50 seconds left.
What if they recover it? Because
teams of ball game. Here we go. Folks he will kick it deep. In onside kick formation, they'll kick it deep. Up to the 20, out to the 30. Nakeem Hines is hit at the 34. Wow. Well, they did.
All right. Well,
I would honestly done onside kick. Well, no, because long field goal. And Badgley's not good long range. If it's like a 4th and 5, they have no choice but to at least attempt the field goal. He misses, you get the ball.
They know they punt deep, and then they force you to drive the length of the field for a field goal with no timeouts and not a lot of time. All right, well, Colts need a first, maybe.
But the Colts basically just need 1 first down to win.
A first down after the 2-minute basically ends it. Yeah, first down after the 2-minute warning is come and gone. We'll end the ball game.
1st and 10. Emotion is dueling. The end around to Doolin, and he will get brought down by McCourty and others. Van Noy, along with Hightower.
Timeout here.
Timeout. Oh yeah.
Smart. So now
3rd down.
But now a first down ends it.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
You hope to get the ball sooner with regulation, but if you let up a first down.
If you stop him here, 2-minute warning, be 3rd down. Yeah, you get the ball with a minute 20 left. And that's plenty
less than like a minute left based on how punts work. But,
basically in how punts work. But in reality,
a minute with
like 40 yards to drive with Nick Folk. I mean, this isn't Nick Folk's a pretty accurate kicker.
He's a really good kicker.
In a dome, I'd say the odds are very likely he makes it. But again, you have to get the defensive stop first. Mm-hmm. Here's a 2nd down, 8. And off goes Taylor. Up the middle, and there it is! Taylor to the 40, the 30, chased down by J.C. Jackson. Jackson will catch him! Touchdown, Indianapolis, and that's going to put it away.
And that will make the score look so much more lopsided than it actually was.
Jonathan Taylor scores. They'll go to 8-6.
Now this gives the Patriots a shot? Touchdown onside kick.
Oh, that's true. Maybe this was for would have been better off if it was after the 2-minute warning, I feel. I think Jackson could have tackled him, but he elected not to at the last second. I mean, at this point, yeah, you almost want to get another shot offensively to just try another onside kick. Down, no timeouts anyway. Here's Badgley for the extra point, and he will make it. So that's 10. Point lead for Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I mean, he just found the hole. I mean, Taylor has done next to nothing the entire second half, but
2 people in the hole?
yeah.
Hightower whiffed on that.
Hightower opened the hole, and then, Jackson.
He didn't open the hole. He just whiffed on a tackle that he should have made.
Would have been third and about 1 if he made that stop.
Okay, if the Patriots get a touchdown but miss the extra point, then the Colts win 27-23 when I said the Pats will win 27-23.
So 28-24. That has a chance to be right.
If they go for 2,
They go for 2. Wait, no,
they already kicked the extra point, so that's impossible now.
Never mind. No. Jonathan Taylor has just tied the Colts. Lenny Moore back in 1964 with 19 scrimmage touchdowns, most in team history. We still got 3 weeks left.
Yeah.
Taylor's making All-Pro this year without question.
And the way we started the stream?
Jonathan Taylor for MVP? I think depending
so.
on how Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady play the rest of the way, I don't see why not. Touchbacks, I'll get one more play for the 2-minute warning. Okay, but this is a touchdown. Or at least like a 70-yard play. I mean,
this is the first.
Gotta throw deep.
This is the first time in like 7 weeks that the Patriots have allowed more than 20 points, I think. And this is the first time they've also like tied or lost the turnover battle. In that time, I believe, outside of like a 0-0 turnover.
Jones going to throw. It's complete. Jacoby gets 9. Knocked down by Ruckus.
And hit hard on the legs.
Minute 54 to go. Okay, Patriots just pretty much got to go about 50 yards just to kick the field goal and attempt another onside kick. Because they're going to be games with a rushing TD, most in NFL history. So Tomlinson and Riggins tie for the record with 12, but Jonathan Taylor tying Priest Holmes and Evan Smith with 11.
Well,
$169 tonight off 29 rushes. Yeah, it only took Carson Wentz like 13 passes, but they're gonna get the job done here.
Yeah, and think about that. Before that, he had 28 rushes for like 100 yards. Patriots held him in check. Don't let that final stat line fool you. Patriots held him in check
the entire second half. First half he was pretty good.
First half he was getting
getting yards, but second half up until that run,
he was getting stuffed.
So out of the 2-minute warning, ball placed at the 34. Mac Jones to take the snap, and he'll throw the screen. Bolden. I mean, all you need is yardage here. Bolden slips off a tackle to midfield. That's perfect. 15-yard completion, run up, spike it, kick your field goal, get the onside kick going.
That's what they're going for the play.
Yeah, of course. This play you do. Here's Jones, pump faking, throwing down the middle, and Harry.
That's broken up.
Oh, Harry.
That's helmet to helmet on both. They're both down.
Oh no. Oh,
Harry gets up, so that means that the Colts are going to have to
play or not. I mean, he's trying to make a play for the ball of Sendejo, and
yeah,
I don't think that was intentional.
Sendejo went limp. The moment he made contact, he went limp.
Yep. Well,
Harry's getting walked off.
Yeah, that's a scary moment.
Concussions are a very big threat. They are devastating injuries that just go flying under the radar. I luckily have never had to deal with any in my athletic career, but
The 6th-ranked Rex win MVP, Barry Sanders, Marshall Faulk, Terrell Davis, Sean Alexander, Adrian Pearson, LaDainian Thompson, John Taylor.
So 99 rushing yards and a touchdown. There you go. Don't see why you shouldn't. And think about this. He's also doing this with, again, 4 games left. Actually, after this, I guess it'd be
3.
Safer to say that 3 games left. And if it's back just only 16 games, which how it was before, 2 games left. Jonathan Taylor for MVP. Give us a running back.
If you win MVP, at least put him on the man cover.
Please.
But don't want him to get man cursed either, so... Okay. 50-50 on the man cover.
Yeah.
I'm split.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't put Drew Brees on the cover this year, man. It would have been the Drew Brees retirement edition.
His hair should win NFL Comeback Player of the Year. Have you seen that?
I have.
50 yards, field goal, onside kick.
You just need 15, 20 yards. If you really want completion, get out of bounds or spike it, kick your field goal, and then take the onside kick.
Or if you go for the end zone.
Here's Jones going to throw over
Pass
Myers.
interference is not going to get called.
Pass interference. Yeah. Colts have done more egregious things that weren't called than that. They're in 10.
Now, I'm not going to be that type of guy that blames the refs.
Oh, no. I felt the refs were fine today.
The refs were fine today outside of like a couple little things, but
they were.
But that was also, but it was okay. Yes, I could see why they made those calls. Those were fine calls. It just, the Colts played a cleaner game. So yeah, the refs weren't bad, but the penalties that the Patriots made were impactful. And Patriots,
Jones gonna run our pressure, ball's loose and incomplete apparently.
Yep. So I'm gonna say this, and this will sound harsh, but I don't say this without any disrespect. The Colts didn't win. The Patriots lost.
Yeah.
Now, the Colts played a great game, but if the Patriots don't make, that's an incomplete pass. Yeah. If the Patriots don't make these mistakes that they made, like the 2 picks that were very unlike Mac Jones, and then the block punt.
I think playing on the road plays a factor in all those 3. Yeah.
And then also the penalties as well. Then the penalties. I think the Patriots win this game.
Jones will throw for the sideline. Incomplete for Olszewski. That's game.
Well,
Colts go to 8-6. Patriots drop to 9-5. AFC playoff race heating up. Both of us go to 1-1 on our prediction. Oh, well, I go for 2. I was close to picking the Colts, but I really thought the Patriots were going to pull it off tonight. I thought this was going to be the Mac Jones statement win, but I think Jamar Chase just plopped right ahead of Mac Jones again in the Offensive Rookie of the Year race. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Mac Jones, it's not like he had the stats an Offensive Rookie of the Year has. It was just his efficiency. And the fact that he was so much better than the other rookie quarterbacks. He didn't put up Herbert numbers. He isn't putting up Herbert numbers. He's not Herbert. But, boy.
Like the Chargers lost, Colts now the top wild card team. Only 2 games behind Tennessee. Tennessee does have the double tiebreaker, so Tennessee's basically going to have to lose out for Indianapolis to sneak into that spot.
If Tennessee loses,
dangling. My God, look at that race. Browns, Bengals, and Broncos all 7-6. And again, Broncos and Bengals playing tomorrow. That's basically the do or die game. That's basically a playoff game for the Broncos and Bengals. And again, with the Bills loss.
Remember when we put the Dolphins out of it when they were 1-7?
Now they're 6-7.
Well, guess what? They're a game out of a playoff spot.
They're going to be 7-7. They're going to definitely beat the Jets tomorrow.
They're a game out of a playoff spot. If the Bills lose tonight, which I don't. Who are they playing again?
Panthers.
I don't see why they should lose. But if for some reason they do, Dolphins.
Yeah, but
would be behind them by half a game.
Yeah.
And then if the Patriots win next week and the Dolphins win, then the Dolphins leapfrog the Bills. The Bills fall to 7-8. Dolphins rise up to 8-7.
Nuts.
What if the Dolphins make it instead of the Bills?
That would be something. But that is for a different stream entirely. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Online. Connor Prescott saying, enjoy the rest of your evening. Indianapolis goes to 8-6 on the year. Win at home 27-17. Pats drop to 9-5. Still control their own destiny in the AFC